What up? Thank you for tuning back in to Listening Pleasure. I'm your host, the one, the only Rob G.
I promise you one day it ain't gonna be our little podcast. It's gonna be a conglomerate.
And also, it brings it full circle. If you go into it and buy a property with a family member.
Here we go. Welcome. Thank you for tuning back in to Listening Pleasure. I'm your host, Rob G, the one and only. This
What
is my
up?
man, Mike V. Y'all already know what time it is.
What's happening? What's happening?
I don't know, brother, just cooling, man. We're trying to figure out what the delay was for us to get up on the screen.
Man, this new fucking streaming site.
I ain't even want to complain about it this episode. I ain't even gonna get into it. Um, I don't know, man. This gonna be a exciting episode. It's supposed to be. You know what I mean? We had
Definitely.
some. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Definitely.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah. So hey, listen. So like I say, man, we had a little static and we're a little bad jump. But y'all know what time it is. So you want to turn your phone up, turn your volume up, turn your TV volume up, and put your phone down, man, because we about to have a real talk about relationships, dating, and love. As I already said, I'm your host Rob G, with my white right hand wing man, my co-host Mike V, and
Hit the button.
we talking about, like I said, dating, relationships, love. But the main thing is no filter, no judgment. We're just gonna have some real conversation.
No,
Can't
no,
beat that. You know what I mean? So you
no,
want to get comfortable?
no
Go ahead.
judgment. No judgment. Let's see how that go.
Get comfortable. Get your questions ready. Get your situations ready. Get your advice ready. All that good stuff. And listen, the main thing, like we say, is no judgment. So don't be shy.
Hit the button.
Don't be
Hit.
shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy with your advice. Don't be shy with your conversation, your advice, your whatever. Let's chat, man. Let's get into it. That's what
Hit
we
the
here for.
button.
Y'all asked us. Y'all asked us over and over. Hey, do this love, do this blah blah blah. We want y'all. We brought it to you, man. You know what I'm saying? So we here. Vaughn, you supposed to be on the show. You got to click that link to join us, man.
Hit
If
the
you want,
button.
if you're available, you got to get on this show. Oh, we got comments jumping on. Okay, we got some good people going on. Sorry for the delay and all that good stuff we had going on, man. It's I don't know technology.
Hey, my wife.
You gotta do
How
what you gotta
y'all
do.
doing? How y'all doing in the chat world? Hey, listen. Hit the button.
Yeah,
Tell your friends to tell your peoples to tell their peoples, man. We outside. We having a conversation. If this one of them ones. It's one of them ones. At least it can be.
it's gonna be definitely a good one. We got some questions. I had a couple on from a couple people already.
Oh,
Supposed to have a couple of how would you say co-hosts, um, and etc. One of them in the
come on
comments.
down.
One of them in the comments. We'll see if she get on. If not, we gonna rock out how me and Mike do. We ain't gonna hold y'all up.
P Rock.
Somebody calling up in the chat, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, Vaughn, I'm about to hit your phone with a link. I'm gonna send you a link um to show you how to join. Sorry about that. Oh, P-Rock on here.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, dog? My bad, man. We getting in. And while we doing this right now, man, we gonna matter of fact, we gonna take this little intermission for y'all to vibe out, rock out with us, and as we always say, share, invite your friends, tell your friends, and do it all. We're gonna vibe out real quick for a minute, so y'all can invite and share your friends, and we're gonna be right back. Let's vibe out.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna end up having to know about stuff like this so I can freestyle.
Invite your friends. Tell somebody to tell somebody.
We left the bricks for
Listen, man, it's going down like a motherfucking plane crash.
From the bus to a Bentley coupe with a closet full of shoes, yeah. Then our smiles turn to frowns, ups turn to down. I don't know where I'm going now. I think about her every once in a while.
Jaheim put that woman
Started out
first.
like Bobby and Whitney, Justin and Whitney. Then it all got ugly if it weren't for the money.
Mixed
He
up
said
a
I
little
start
bit.
acting funny.
Man, Tank
But
was
what's wrong with your honey? And the good times are bad. Forgot what we had. Is it too
Man,
late
Tank
to
had
get
a
it
song
back?
called I Deserve.
Think about it.
If you listen to that shit, why would you even tell somebody to stay with
Spot
you?
a rainbow.
You deserve for somebody to stay. Yes, they cheated. That is crazy, man. We just be letting people get away with shit in a bunch of songs, man. I swear to God.
I wonder what she's doing now.
That's the episode we gotta have, cause that's hilarious.
I should've came with the ring. Set a date for next May.
I
Guess
deserve for you to say, yes, I cheated on you. No, the fuck I don't, nigga.
Now
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now my smile's turned around.
Y'all just be saying shit.
I don't know where
Oh,
I'm
let's
going
see you in the
now.
weight room.
I think about
Come on back. See you in the weight room, son.
We argue like Archie and Edith, like
Uh-oh.
I turned on Tina. But I really didn't mean it. I was raised not to hit a woman, especially not the one
Absolutely.
I love. But when the good turns to bad, I beat her
What you ain't
side. I wish we could take it back. I think about it every once in a while. Like when I smell a rainbow. I think about you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know.
Kurt, what's up with you?
Over her smile. Wonder what she's doing now.
Uh-oh.
You're like a star shining in the broad daylight.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another one of them crazy ass songs we let people get away with.
And now I finally
That girl said, goddamn it, she wanna ooh to you ooh, goddamn it. What the fuck do ooh mean? Like that's that you going to
someone
prison.
that you don't meet twice. I'm gonna live to be ready, baby.
Hold on, what's her
We
name?
got a lot of comments, man. We'll get to it in a second. Appreciate everybody jumping on, though.
Early too.
Yeah, man. We booming and rocking early. I like it. Definitely can't go wrong. But welcome. Like we said, man, we just had to rock out for a little bit, do our little thing, and jump on. And y'all know what that means? Somebody at the door. We gotta let them in. Let me change our layup real quick. We're gonna change our layup. Y'all welcome to the stage. Y'all welcome Vaughn to the stage.
Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? I was looking forward to this night. This is the dating grown. I'm looking at this grown and sex night.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So, we gonna kick in. I'm gonna let Mike freestyle and do his little thing real quick.
Hold on, what I do?
What you do? Now I'm gonna let you do some talking. I was sending out the invite to some of the people on my phone.
Well,
man. I got some let y'all get on before I can start pulling up. stuff like
Well,
that.
since we're gonna do it that way, uh, the first thing we're gonna ask you to do
Let
is
me
have
ask
a.
you this real quick. Are you on the you on the thing to control the comments and stuff, or you just on the as a regular person?
No, I can see the comments and shit.
You can highlight them and put them on the screen and all that shit.
I don't know.
It should be if you click over them and say show. Do it say that?
How can I see it?
No.
You can see them, but you ain't gonna be able to show 'em. All right, so you just logged
Gotcha.
on. You logged on as
Okay.
a guest. All right, I'm about to get to
Okay.
y'all comments in a few ticks, but go ahead, Mike.
Uh, Listen with an open mind, man. Don't don't listen to be offended. Listen to learn. I think everybody can take something from the conversation. I think the biggest hindrance to relationship talk is the fact that men and women don't listen to each other. Like they hear each other, but they ain't really listening. A lot of times it takes for a person to raise their voice to get somebody attention in our culture. A lot of times once you done raised your voice, like if you a lot of times either when you raising your voice you can't articulate the way you want to, or when you raise your voice the person that you raising your voice at don't like to be talked to that way and they turn their ears off. So either way it ain't really no good for nobody. um, listen for understanding. Learn. um, that's that's what I would want you to take away from this one. Don't listen to feel offended. Listen to learn something. Learn something that you didn't know, or take something from it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think arguing is healthy? Do you think there are healthy arguments?
No, I think they're healthy conversations. I think you can disagree without having. You can have a disagreement without having an argument. I think once a conversation.
What's the definition of the real definition of an argument?
Mhm.
That's a
I
good
don't.
question.
Y'all gotta be computer savvy. Y'all gotta be on your chat GBTs or whatever them youngins be on.
Hold on. I'm about to go look at it too.
I'm
Yeah.
scared to change this page. I
Somebody,
might get right.
somebody, somebody
Get on.
somebody put it in the comments. What's the true definition of argument? Let's start.
I agree with that. I do think you could have healthy disagreements. I mean, I guess argument. I guess I don't know. Maybe in our head we look at argument as being loud, and aggressive, and maybe it's not supposed to be like that. I don't know, but I do think there are some healthy disagreements. And once we find the real meaning of arguments, then we'll see if there's a healthy argument. Because I think in our heads arguments are we yelling and screaming and belittling each other. So I got to see.
Waiting on Mike to get back with us.
Right, an
Um,
uncomfortable conversation or what they are in help. Yes, I do. I mean, you have to have an uncomfortable conversation. I mean, I think that's healthy. I really do think that's healthy because you want
so,
the honest truth. You want someone to be truthful with you. You want somebody to be honest with you, whether
but
it hurt.
I don't necessarily think that being truthful or any of that needs to lead to an argument. Like
Hmm.
like a lot of times things lead to an argument because people ain't ready to accept the truth,
Hmm.
right? Or a
Hmm.
lot of times what people say now is your truth ain't my truth, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it turned into that because a lot of times instead of hearing what everything another person said, the person hear a part that they don't agree with and they ready to defend themselves, right? But I think if you comfortable in your own skin, you don't really have to defend yourself. Everybody not gonna like you. Every point, you know what I mean? So if I'm comfortable with who I am, you should be able to express your dislike or whatever for a certain aspect in my life that don't, and it shouldn't bother me. It might make me think, but it shouldn't bother me. Um,
Hmm.
Again,
cousin? What's up, cousin?
like disagreements is something different than arguments to me. Arguments are almost like debates. And at some point in a debate, it's about either proving that I'm right or proving that you wrong. And I don't know how healthy that is when we come to two people trying to come to a common ground.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So what's the definition, man?
So it's saying general everyday use. An argument is a disagreement or conflict between two or more people, often involving raised voices or strong emotions. Um, Logical and critical thinking. An argument is a set of statements where one or more premises are given to support a conclusion. And then it gets to philosophy and debate and law. And a lot of that ain't what we really talk about right now.
Yeah. What's up, Kurt?
Um, Again, like I think that's one of the basis of like being able to have a strong relationship. It's two people being able to disagree without it turning to being into an argument.
Yeah.
So it said something about being emotional. You said like what did it say? It said raising voices and getting emotional, something like that. Did it say that?
Involving raised voices and strong emotions.
I
And
don't think that's a bad thing. Let me tell you what. I don't think that's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with raising voices and getting emotional. It's just what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? It's if you're belittling each other is a problem. But if you're like raising your voice, because people are going to talk over each other, things happen, right? But I think if you're raising your voice, you're getting emotional, does not necessarily mean that's a bad thing. Some people
but
are more emotional,
so
And hmm?
so one of the reasons I don't like raised voices, right?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We
Hmm.
glad to have you for your first time.
One of the
Okay.
reasons I'm not the hugest fan of raised voices, right, is because most times when people raise their voice, it's to cut a person off, right? If you cut a person off, what you saying is, damn what you saying right now, I want to talk. What I got to say is more important, right?
Hmm.
All right. If you raise your voice over me, if I still want to talk, I got to raise my voice over you. At some point, we just two loud people saying words. Ain't
Hmm.
nobody ain't nobody really hearing what nobody else is actually saying.
Right.
And
Kurt, he's always welcome to join if you want to, brother. You know, you just gotta look for
and
that link. Anybody, I'm gonna put it in the comments.
and a big part of like a big part of disagreements not turning into arguments is listening to each other.
Yeah.
Like that's a
That's what I mean.
huge
I
part
can't
of it.
catch up.
And the moment we not listening to each other, now we just like eventually it turned into us talking down on each other. A lot of
Hmm.
a
Yeah.
lot of times a lot of times in arguments we feel like there has to be a winner and a loser, right? So
Hmm.
what happens when you want to win but you losing? Like most people, you gonna throw low blows. So now we talking about something from the past. We talking about something that I gave you that I was in a like to show my vulnerability. That because you feel like you losing and you don't want to lose, you just jump to something to try to hit me low to change the tide of it. Now, like we at, whether it's arguing, yelling, whatever. At the end of all of that, we still have a problem that need to be assessed.
Like
Hmm.
some say in their relationships, they don't raise their voices. See, to me, argument, like you say, raising your voices, but it's like to what level of raising your voice? Because I can raise my voice just to try to over talk, but am I gonna get extremely loud? You know,
Right. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, um,
yep. Like they say, when you start raising your voice, nobody really listening. And then somebody say, I'm trying to catch up, man. It's about 40 comments. I'm scrolling and clicking them so we can get to everything else we got. But I love the comments. I'm going to put that over everything else as to get going. Just because you raise your volume doesn't mean you're winning the argument. That's very true. But go ahead, Vaughn.
Yeah, I think it's. I look at it like I really look at it as it depends what you're saying. You know, it really depends what you're saying. Like I said, if you're belittling the other person and you're trying to have a power struggle, like someone wrote, or you're trying to get your point across without hearing the other person, that's a problem. Um, but I do think that raising your voice to get emotional does not have to be a bad thing. That's me personally. I don't think so. That's just you're just emotional, whether a guy doing it or a female. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That's just to me. That's my opinion. If a guy was raising his voice, like wait, hold on, raising voice and like screaming and yelling is a little bit different. So I don't know. I'm not like we yelling and screaming. That's to me it's for a fight, you know. But if you like talking a little loud, like I'm trying to get my point across. I'm just saying da 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 da. Okay, but if you like, that's a little bit different, you know. So if somebody like talking a little louder, because sometimes when people get emotional, they get a little louder. You know, sometimes they
Yeah.
be like, "What I'm saying is, da 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 da," and it wasn't trying to be aggressive. It's just that they got emotional. That's how they sound. You know,
So it goes like you say.
I
What if
believe
it's
it's what you say. I think it's the present. It's what you say. It's the words coming out your mouth.
it's like a
That's
thin
it.
line. It's like a thin line we playing with, like, cause if you're a soft spoken person, right?
Mm.
Technically, raising your voice means you'll probably get to a normal talking level. But we know what they mean in like raising your voice, meaning, you know what I mean? I guess it's right under screaming and yelling. I don't know, man. When you passionate, different folks do different things. So, um, bet we got. Listen, I got some stuff like that coming up. Carolina, she said you have to. Oh man, I gotta put this on the big thing so I can see. You have to take turns and listen to each other. Raising your voices not going to solve nothing. It's just going to make the problems worse. Yeah, because a lot of people used to when you raise it. Most people, let's be real now. Most people, when you raise your voice, they're taking it as you're chastising, disciplining them in some type of way. So they automatically looking at now we not having a conversation. You talking to me like I'm a motherfucking kid. So you know
Whole
what I mean?
time.
That's what that brings about. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So that's different things. Hey, I'm
But
sorry,
that's,
y'all.
I think raising the voice
Go
because
ahead.
I think it's different when you're screaming and yelling. Like that's completely a whole different thing. I think when I talk about raising my voice, I'm talking about like just like talking a little louder, not like what I'm saying, like getting rah rah.
Uh-huh.
I like that. Someone said no one wants to hear loud. No one wants to hear loud talking. True.
Mm-hmm.
There's no right and wrong way to say everything.
True. Gotcha. All righty. Um, no one wants to hear. Yep. I go with all that. William Moss, there's a right and wrong way. Say everything. True. Pops, what you talking about? Let me see. Uh, it's all about communication, body language, facial expressions, etc., etc. To a degree, man, like communication is huge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta um, be on
So,
your things. Come on with it, Mike.
so one of
We're
the
gonna
things for me,
go
right?
to the.
My bad. So
You
one of the
good?
things for me, right? Uh,
You good?
somebody
Mm-hmm.
said we've become so used to toxicity or toxic behavior in relationships, right? Like I grew up around a
Yeah.
bunch of people who were married,
Mm-hmm.
who were in long term relationships, right? And then you heard how they talk to each other. Like I hate the term
Mm-hmm.
"that's my old man" or "old lady." I hate the term "the ball and chain." Like I heard people who like claimed they wanted to be together, called each other dirty motherfuckers, and like I never
Hmm.
subscribed to that. Like how you really care about me like that, and then in a blink of an eye, I could be a stupid motherfucker in front of your friends. And like I never subscribed to that. So for me, right, it's always been a certain like the person that's in my life. They gonna know I want them in my life by how I talk to them, by how I like. Even when we had a disagreement, man, you never gonna get disrespected. And I know for me, right? As I raise my voice and get into my emotions, sometimes my brain moves faster than I have control of, and I don't want to say nothing that like I've always lived in the world where people hold you to what you say, right? So if I say
Mm-hmm.
something, there's no way I like one of my Mike V statements is people can't unhear what you said, fam. Like you can apologize a million times. That person still heard that shit. You can swear up and down, I ain't mean it the way you heard it. And that person still heard that shit. So I try to stay, especially with people I care about, I try to stay as in control of my own emotions during real conversations so I don't say nothing that could come back to haunt me later on. You feel what I'm saying? So when I look at people who claim they want to be with each other or build with each other, like it's about a respect factor. Like if you come to me and say it's something I need us to discuss so that we can be better, I'm gonna be all ears, even if I don't like everything you saying. And I've grown into this. I won't always like this, but if I care enough about you to want to fix it, I'm gonna want to hear you out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to give me the same, not turn the one part. Like a lot of times in conversations with black people, just being honest, you could. I was watching Charles Barkley talk about this today on somebody else's podcast. I could say 17 things that are great. I say a half a thing you don't like, and that's what the whole conversation turned into. Because you was ready to fight going into the conversation. You
Mm-hmm.
just you just needed a fighting point. So, like one of the things people got to do is be like, if you claim you want to build something with somebody, I want to be with this person, man. Like you got to be willing to hear them out, cause the same way you gonna have things that you want to discuss that you think can make y'all better. I'm pretty sure that other person gonna have things they want to discuss that they
Mm-hmm.
think can make y'all better too. And you got to be willing to hear people out, even when it's something you don't necessarily want to hear.
Mm.
Mhm.
So, I posted some things in our little group chat earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some stuff people asked and said. I had to go back and look at them because I totally forgot. With that being said, let's go with it goes. This goes in to what y'all speaking on. This one of the questions is a fighting fair. How do you argue without destroying each other? Like we talking about that. So and then it says, when do you know when to how do you know when to walk away? So that's pretty much what we talking about. But how do you know when to walk away during the argument or the situation when it's getting out of hand?
Exactly that. When it's getting out of hand. When it's getting out of hand. When you feel yourself getting really angry, or maybe even feeling extra emotional, I think that's a good time to just like walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So when you say walk away, I didn't know what you meant like walk away from the argument, or you mean walk away from the relationship in general. You meant like just
I put it. They put it. That's all I can do.
oh okay.
I put it in. I put it in. I put it in there just how I had it. So
Um,
Right. I think for me, if I feel myself getting angry, I definitely like to just I like to walk away. Now, back in the day, I grew up in a toxic household. Sorry, mom, but
hmm
I did, and so back in the days, I would stand there and we would argue to the morning. But
hmm
now, at this big age, okay, I'm like, I could walk away, and be like, this is not going where we need to go because I don't feel good if I'm saying mean things to this person and saying how bad they are. What does that make me? You with that person?
true.
Why would I sit here and call you all kinds of MFs and this and that and that? Or what am I? I'm an MF too. I'm an
Ooh,
MF with you. So, and I had to learn that as I got older. I mean, you hear people, they be growing up like, you ain't shit, you a motherfucker. I'm like, well, what are you?
You have to take the bad with the good. True.
Mm-hmm.
Try. If it's getting loud, just and put a pin in it. I can't even see. All right, so there we asked. Look, joint to keep y'all chatting in the comment. Y'all was saying. So there, there's some stuff I had came in all as well. Say, comment. What it say? Shit, I can't even see.
who's more
Who's
difficult?
more difficult to date, men or women? Type the M for men or W for women. Um, I mean,
I honestly
Wait,
think
who's more difficult to date?
I
yeah,
honestly think it's gonna be a preference of who people dating.
yeah,
Uh, I think I honestly my honest assessment is women. Um,
yeah, shy.
and for me it's women simply because
At
uh,
our age, there's no room for
Because you
us.
never dated, because you didn't date a man. I mean, that's a kind of hard question. Who's
what I,
harder
Yeah,
to
because
date?
but I also pay attention to a whole lot of relationship stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of
hey,
it's
some people say somebody said both of them. I could go for yeah, shy. I could go for that,
It
but
depends on the person because some relationships, I mean, because relationships are different. Like the relationship you in now could be like, oh my God, where you been at all my life? I wish I would met you 20
hey,
years ago.
Bruce just said the same thing you said. He said
Oh yeah,
I never dated a man before, so I wouldn't know.
right.
But
That's why I was like,
you
I
know
don't
what
know
I
how it
mean?
is dating a woman. I don't think I would like that very well. No disrespect. I don't think that's my thing.
Yeah, you know how
And
some
if I
people
was
say.
dating a woman, I probably would say a woman is more. You know, if I was dating a woman.
Yeah,
But since date guys, it's difficult because some of the guys out here say they want this and they do something completely different. So
all right.
I think it's just a person. I think it's people in general. Both are hard. Whoever said both is both of them.
well. Let me
But
say this. Let me say this,
right.
and they gonna barbecue me for it, but you know I don't be caring, right? In today's day and age, the dating pool for black people is like a sewage runoff. like it is
What?
it is like a sewage runoff. Like
I agree.
it is horrible. Like uh between what social media and the TV tell you supposed to want compared to like
Wait, sorry,
oh,
because somebody said the dating pool. They think the dating pool has pee in it. I'm done.
oh
Hey, listen. Hey, Lo said something. Hey, listen. This what I'm
True.
talking about, man. We need somebody to talk. Men are a lot easier to please, and you don't have to date a man to know
well,
that.
well, I was getting there before everybody just said you ain't dated a man. It's a whole nother conversation. Cause I was definitely getting there because a lot of time like
See, let's hold on. Before you go to that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta address this.
Guys have more feminine energy today. Yes, because guys are wearing bonnets.
Listen, it's way more women with way more masculine energy than men with feminine
I
energy.
don't
So
know that.
see, that's the problem. We
Mhm.
gotta hold each other accountable. We gonna do it now.
I
Let's
will.
get
I will.
real.
There's a lot of men with feminine energy too. There's some men wearing.
I'm
No,
not
I
saying
don't
it's
know.
not a lot, but it's
Why they
way.
wearing bonnets? Why are men wearing bonnets?
women ain't supposed to be outside in them either.
But men are wearing them and proudly. They're like, yeah, they on. You know, with a bonnet on. Where
Oh,
we going?
can I tell you the truth? What happened?
What?
Oh shit! Am I supposed to say this out loud?
Say it, Mike.
Sure, you positive? They
Shit.
mama, they mama was dating them for 16, 17 years, and they mama told him it was cool to do.
I believe it.
Like the song "Can't Raise a Man" had way more to do with your son than it do the nigga you doing the grown up with. But women use that as I'm talking to this dude that I want to be in my life. No, I got way more to do with your son. I got way more to do with your son. And we seeing it because it's grown men with fingernail polish on them. Cause they mamas made them think, oh boy, that don't mean nothing. Yes, it do. It's dudes walking around with pocketbooks. They didn't learn that from their daddy.
Mm-mm.
Where was
All this,
Daddy?
listen, all this feminine stuff you complain about who raised them, like you say, who raised them men, who taught them men. And listen, where's the daddy?
Some
Where's the
had
daddy?
fathers.
And you get
Magic Johnson's son. Magic Johnson was in his son's life. He said he
Did
was
he?
better than some of the women.
Was he in his son life? Like you just said, what was the daddy? Like when he was on the road, going all this. If he was really in his son life, was he really in his son life?
Listen, he's probably
Being
more in
there,
his son life than some of the
being
other
there,
guys.
being
Man,
there financially and just you got to remember they was on the road all the time. Then them people,
Mm-mm.
that family won't traveling.
I'm not.
You know
I'm,
what I'm saying?
somebody. The comments are funny. You dump me because he said. I mean, but some guys are like that. They want you to take them out on dates. I'm dead serious. Whoever wrote that, he said never took him out on a date. Yes, men are like after 2 dates, she should be paying. She should. I don't want to drive all the time. We could take turns driving. This and
All
that.
right, so see,
A
it get
guy told me
tricky.
he want to be a house husband.
see
It
here.
gets it gets tricky when y'all play these lines and these. It's like we're gonna be realistic. We got to be realistic. We play a lot of games because women want you to give them everything up front, like they the wife from the get go. But they want
Hmm?
to hold. But they want you to wine them, dine them, treat them, do this, everything. So what's for you to work for? What you working for? They want all the money. If you ain't giving them all the money and doing this, you ain't shit. You broke the whole nine. Why we can't build up to right now? You can't do nothing to say let's do this that it ain't costing you to floss to show how much money you got to do this to do that. They want it all up front. But what you giving up front for that man to be attracted to want you?
What's the all up front?
Besides you saying I look good and I.
All women want it up front. Wait, you just said something about wine and dining. It's
But
nothing wrong with a
hold on.
person.
Listen. Here's another thing.
Hmm.
Y'all just sat there when y'all spoke on men. Y'all say all men. Soon I say something
Okay,
about
sorry,
women.
sorry,
Now you
sorry,
can't say
sorry, sorry.
all women. Like
You're right. You're right.
how we gonna do this now?
You're
You
right.
know
You're
what
right.
I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're right. Some men.
So
Some men. Okay.
Here's the reality.
Some men.
Here's the reality that a lot of people keep missing, right? So women's lib made men and women equal, right? There are dudes, right, who go out and get good jobs because they don't think they got other ways to get women, right? There are women who do the exact same thing now, fam. And if you a dude that some women would like, it's women willing to go do all the work and let that nigga sit on the couch and play PlayStation because she's so insecure that when she don't have nobody, that she ain't gonna be able to get nobody, and she'll pay just like the dude that'll pay all your bills too. So let's it's that's why the dating pool fucked up because at the end of the day, people got this long list of standards of shit they want. But a lot of people so unhappy with being alone that they standards go out the window the moment they get the opportunity to have somebody. And then it just become about keeping somebody. Because the world make you think if you ain't got nobody, it's something wrong with you.
oh man, I cut her off, Los. Los said she was about to say something interesting.
Uh-oh.
I must have cut her off. I don't know what it was.
That's right. Y'all did. No, he's like, no.
Oh man, yeah. So my bad. I ain't been paying attention.
That's okay. No,
I've
no,
been
no. I
all
want
in
to hear
the
what Mike was
comments.
saying. No. Uh-oh.
My bad.
Somebody said
Uh-oh. Who at the door? Who that is? Oh. Cuz, what up?
Hey, hey, hey.
What's going on,
Ain't much, ain't much.
man?
I'm
Listen,
sorry I'm late.
No, you good. They flying in these comments. I can't
listen,
keep
right? Listen, understanding that, like a big part of this is like he talking about whining and dining. Don't give a person something from day one that you ain't gonna give them on day 9,743, right? So don't take don't take the person on a fancy date the first 3 times, knowing that once you got them, you only got the money to take them to goddamn it,
Burger King.
take them to Burger King from the beginning.
Oh,
Show a person
Mm.
exactly what they're getting from you. Cause see, this is what happened. You set this high standard,
come on,
and
Los.
then once you once you start to fall off that standard, that person think you don't like them as much or this, that, and the third. No, I literally can't live like this. I did that trying to catch it. No, I'm gonna give you what like. I know I'm gonna be able to give you Burger King every Wednesday for the next 100 years. So I take you to Burger King, nigga. Man, nigga, listen. You
Well, what's considered high standard? I mean, going out on a date. I've heard that.
no,
You know that.
high standard is going out above your means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Well, that's
if
just
you,
good
if you
going
know
above your means.
if
Mhm.
you can consistently afford to
Roof
take
Chris.
a person to Roof Chris, ain't no need for you to start out taking a person to Roof Chris. Cause that person gonna want
If
this.
you have it, now, if you have it like that, I look at it like this, right? Let's say I
No, but
get what
that's
you're
what you
saying.
said.
You're saying if you don't have it like this, you
Yeah.
fronting. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, so
No,
if
it's
you're thinking
not
of Ruth
fronting.
Chris,
It's
she's
not
gonna
fronting.
expect that.
It's not
She's gonna
fronting.
expect.
It's nothing you can keep up with consistently and still maintain. That's something there now and then. So why would you open the door with that?
What? But let's just say it's a first date. Let's start over. Hold up. Let's say it was a first date, and the guy was like, you know what? I want to. What do you like to eat? And she's like, I like steak. And he's like, okay. I'm gonna take her to Ruth Chris. He could have got paid that day, right?
Who
That's
said
not
that?
necessarily setting a standard. I mean, he's just taking her to a fancy restaurant. It's first impressions. It's your first date. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I don't think Longhorn is. I mean, I'm one of those ladies. I like Longhorn. People don't like Longhorn. I mean, but I'm just saying it doesn't have to be Ruth Chris. It's too far anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying
What's wrong
I
with like
don't
a
necessarily
coffee
feel like
shop
that's
or
setting it up.
what's wrong with like a coffee shop where we can get to know each other
Oh,
on the
we could do
phone?
that too. I
No, no,
love that.
no,
I don't even drink coffee, but I'm just saying
no, no.
something
But see,
But
this my
but
thing.
or
those kind of
something in the
girls
pot. Or
who
something in
only
the
want
pot.
It
those
don't. It
girls
don't.
who require that, they only guys who like that. Like, think about it. Those kind of people date each other. So girls who like, oh, I gotta go to Ruth Chris, usually get those kind of guys who's going to take you there, or going to take you to Aberdeen Barn, or it's a certain type.
But see,
But most of the time, those females
I love Longhorn too.
they don't even go to those places themselves because they can't afford it. They just want a man to take them there. Like you, but if the shoe was on the other foot, that's just like if somebody giving you free liquor, you gonna ask for Hennessy, knowing when you at
Listen,
home you drink E&J.
listen. I got a point to that. So how do you as a man? What do you say to the man
Stop.
for the women that know she not interested in the guy, but only using them for those free dates? She knows she ain't interested, but she only taking them dates. So what should that man do on his return? Like how what I'm saying?
So he's only taking her. I mean, well, she's you.
You know,
So
you know,
you're
you
saying
know, you
she's
got
using
chicks.
him?
Chicks that use. I'm just guys in general. They use guys in general for those free dates, knowing they not interested. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm just being realistic from listening
Women
to
who
you.
do that. No, it is. There
Listen,
are women who be like,
and
I'm
we
just
gonna
going to
be
give me a meal.
realistic, man. We all know from females, whether it's been you, friends, or whatever. Females want a whole lot up front from the man, but ain't willing to give up nothing up front for the man. Just because you talk to him and you show up, you thinking that's the best thing smoking for him. Like shit, you know what I'm saying? But the man
Right.
got to jump through a hoop, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? We know
Well,
that's how
these
it
guys,
goes.
a lot of guys are not jumping through these hoops. I'm just telling you right now.
Even
Maybe
if you
back in the
still
day.
even if you still compare what the guy is doing for the dating, he's doing way more and giving up way more in the beginning than the female in majority of the relationships. I mean, in the
I think it
situation.
changed over the years. Honestly, Rob, I think it changed. A lot of guys are not doing it like they used to because a lot of women are doing a lot more.
Okay.
Women are.
We hold on. Let me finish, Mike. We say that. Give me one situation where the girl went up way more up front than the guy, like way more. Like she was whining, dining, taking them
Oh,
here.
there's lots of women. Yes,
Give
there's
me a
like the first
situation.
date.
I don't
I
know nobody
mean,
personally.
it's numerous. I have friends. It's numerous situations. Like, okay, so like I said, let's say the third date. There are guys who are like on the third date. I feel like they'll say, I feel like the lady should take me out. So women do it. I feel like this. I don't think the guy should say that. The lady should do, if she wants to do it, she's going to do it on her own, right? But to me, if a guy sit there and say, it's the third date, we went on 2 dates, I think you should treat on this one. I probably would do it, and that would be the last one. That would turn me off. You don't have to tell me what to do. I know it would turn me off. Yeah, that a guy say, yeah, I think you should treat, because I'm the type of person going to do it anyway. And nowadays, women are doing more. You see, women are paying all the bills. Guys are staying home. You see ladies. I'm looking at supermarkets. Ladies pulling out their wallets in restaurants. You see her card coming out. I'm just saying, I see it a lot. Uh-huh.
But see, that's different. That's a whole different zip up bag, right? Because in a lot of those situations, right?
What man? A lot of men.
She met him in the alley on Wednesday night. She humped him Thursday at 2:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
She got in a relationship with him Saturday after the alley because she humped him again. She enjoyed humping him and don't want nobody else humping him. So they in a relationship.
And he went along with it, didn't he? He done humped back, and he.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Cause he needed somewhere to live that won't on his mama's couch. And now it's a king size bed over there. And she's so tired of being by herself that for about 3.5, 4 months, she'll still pay all her bills and say stuff to him like, come on, baby, let's get yourself together. Let me help you get your ID. You knew he was a bum when you met that nigga and he ain't want nothing out of life. He had $17 and 2 bags of weed in his pocket. But you took a shot because you like this grown-up part.
Not $17.
Oh shoot!
Well, at least that $17 to buy some groceries, darn it.
And 2 bags of weed. And 2 bags of weed.
Well, he could give my mother some of that weed, but I don't smoke weed. Give my mother some, but you could at least buy something with that $17.
Give your mother some.
We got 2 people at the door.
In
Yeah.
a week, he gonna need
share
some
with my
more
mother.
weed. In a week, when you get paid, he gonna need some weed money. What the hell?
Y'all
Well, first of all, that wouldn't even
hold on
happen.
1 second. Y'all hold
That
on 1
was-
second. We got 2
She
people.
said
at the door.
homosexual.
I said, hold on 1 second.
Who is Miss Shy Love? She needs to be on here, not homosexual.
Oh yeah, Shy. That's our regular female co-host. She working doing the thing tonight. But y'all welcome to the stage, yo. We got 2, 3 people at the door. Y'all welcome.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all welcome Smoking Joe. Welcome Smoking Joe.
Yeah. What's up, Petey? What's up, Mikey?
Y'all welcome up to the stage next. Y'all welcome to the stage. Y'all welcome Los to the stage. Y'all welcome
Oh
Los.
shit, what up? What up, bro?
Not $17, $3 a gas. That $17
What's
can even
going
fill
on?
up my gas tank.
Got all the guests in the house. We in the house, man.
Man, get your own Kool-Aid.
I thought that was Petey. My bad,
Los.
Los. God dang, y'all
I
looking
know,
like
I know.
what?
I heard you.
Dang.
Ain't it, man? But yeah, man. So listen, the comments jumping. Everybody want to get in. Bruce say pass the blunt, Mike.
No.
I'm still a homosexual.
We is in our
I'm trying to
40s.
catch up. I'm trying to catch up now.
If you can't get your own weed, we is almost 50 years old. If you can't get your own weed,
And honestly, that's how guys are coming. They really are coming with $17 and 2 bags of weed. I mean, it's really, and they can't even afford the weed, so it's really 1 bag.
and then
If it's a bag.
You got the Jones that are humping for the weed, so he winning somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So he going
he go to
She should have humped him and left him right at the alley.
no, he go the crazy part though. The weed she giving him, she getting from a weed man who think he about to be her boyfriend. Man, God damn it! I'm just telling y'all the truth.
You're not moving in with $17 though. I mean, that's sad. I mean, listen. We need to do better, right? And I look at it like this: when you moving a guy in after you just humped him, and he left his mom's couch to a king size bed, well, shit, he doing good. I mean, she's looking dumb. He's looking great. All he has to do is give his body up. And these guys don't care.
And she gonna buy
They
him a
say, could it
Gucci.
be what
Oh,
you're
listen,
attracting?
we're gonna go ahead. I mean, we're gonna do this
Well,
right
guess
here.
yeah. Yes, it could be what you're
Yeah,
attracting. You
yes.
know, she went to the club, she humped that guy, right? And she was willing to take him in. She wanted that. She wanted a body. She wanted a man. So
I,
she didn't care what kind of man. She just wanted a man. She wanted a presence. She wanted companionship in any
no,
kind of capacity.
but that's why these people be in what they call situationships, like because a lot
What's
of
going
times
on
now,
here?
a lot of times now, people just be dating the best option for right now. Like
Mm,
a motherfucker be in a relationship with a person still looking to upgrade while they in a relationship with another. Like me and my wife, like she'll tell you, my favorite word is I chose her, she chose me. Like
mm,
I don't worry about the competition because I feel like I was chosen. She
mm,
ain't got shit to worry about because I chose her. It won't like we just fell in each other's lap and we ain't had nothing else to do, so we ended up together. No, we chose to be together. Like a
mm-hmm.
lot of people are in relationships with people they didn't necessarily choose. They just don't have nothing better to do at the time.
They
Mm-hmm.
did choose that
Settle.
then. They chose to settle. It
Yeah,
was a
settle.
choice.
And
They
Yeah,
chose to go
yeah,
to the
yeah.
alley and
but
said, the first person I meet, he's going to be my boo.
but
Bang.
are they really settling if they still looking for the replacement for this motherfucker? This just
But
something.
guess,
This
yeah,
just like this
a
just
filler.
like going to Busch Gardens till I get enough money to go to King's Dominion.
Yeah.
Mm,
So let's
mm.
go. Let's go to this.
A
I want to
placeholder.
get some of these questions that my viewers did send in because I want them to keep sending them in so we be active. It said, "What's the waste? Ooh, damn. What's the
But
worst
wait,
dating experience? The worst dating experience you ever had?" And then there's one follow up behind it. So it said, "Ask these to the guests on screen." That's what they say.
all right.
I guess y'all
Worst
can comment
date.
in the comments. Yeah, we go. If you want to comment, let me know. We go. We take. What's the worst?
I don't know.
Dang, what they say?
I don't know if I had a worst date, but I would say definitely like meeting
Yeah, the
somebody
worst dating experience you
online
ever had.
and
Mm-hmm.
talking to them live, and this guy like everything he said
Catfish.
was a rap song or a song. His whole conversation was songs. Like the conversation was a song. Okay, I'm on, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I can't sing or rap or anything. And we were talking, and I said, "So what kind of ladies you like?" He said, "I ain't got no type." Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was singing them rap songs, and then and yeah, that's what he said. And then I said, "Okay," so I wanted to laugh, and mind you, we talking live, so I'm like, "Okay, this is some fuckery." So then
Ain't a man.
he said, I said, what do so what's important? We're just talking. I said, what's important to you in a relationship? He said, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like he's rapping every song and singing. I'm like, what? This is stupid. We are 50 years old.
Yeah, he might.
I'll be
He might have
50,
been on the short bus, man. You know what I'm saying? So you had you one of
clearly.
those fellas. What y'all got to say? One of y'all worst dating experiences?
I left a chick. I left a chick at the goddamn concession stands at the movies on our first date. Like she ain't had no home training. She started yelling at people and shit behind the concession stand. This was literally our first date. And I
Yeah,
let her keep the tickets and I got them and walked and got in my car and went home.
not tickets.
Like I ain't really one of them people. Like it was embarrassing, and fuck, I can't go no further with this. I know I don't. I'm gonna be uncomfortable for the next 2 hours trying to watch a movie next to you. I really just went and got in my car and left. Like it ain't even worth my energy.
So you
That
got
would
something to
probably
say?
be it for
Hey,
me.
remember in the comments, man. Y'all got some questions or advice? Put a Q in front of that so we can get to it. Get these questions. We got different people on to give you the good love advice. Now you can't say we one sided. Um,
Somebody said daddy's girl. Somebody said you walk in the alley with $80 to leave with two women. Damn.
Yeah, but that man a little crazy though. That man a little special. Oh no, she was in her own car.
yeah.
She was in her own car. Like she had came from another city in the 757 and shit. She was in her own car. I wouldn't have cared how she got home.
That's what they asked. Let me go with and then the other part to it was did you ever take somebody back that did you dirty and why?
That stupid ass 4 letter word. That
Love.
stupid ass 4 letter word. When you think you love a human being, especially when you grew up around toxicity, like you always think like, is it really that? Like when you not around that person, you be like, was it really that bad? And then that person know how to pull on strings that make your heart like think it can be changed and shit. Like that stupid ass 4 letter word. That's why I don't like it. I
Oh,
don't like
damn,
that
Lewis gone.
shit.
Lewis gone. I was about to ask Lewis what he had to say, what
Were
he wanted to
you?
come on to. I was going around. But yeah, um,
Yeah, I feel that. Let me see. Love and loyalty. Somebody there for you when you going through your hard times. They there for you for that long time. Didn't leave. It's like they can do you wrong, but you still try to be with them. You know what I mean? Take them back because they was there for you at your worst.
and just be, yeah, yeah.
I think each situation is different. I think, like he just said, if that person was there for you, let's say for like something happened in your family and they was there for you or something, or something happened to you and they was there for you, and they turn around, let's say cheated on you or something, you might forgive them because you feel like, dang, we've been through some things. I mean, I'm just saying, everyone is different. You just might be like, we've been through some things. He was there for me or she was there for me, but you already feel like, dang, that person already disrespected me by cheating. It's, the damage is done, but sometimes you're upset because you wasn't quite ready to leave yet. You might have it in your head, I'm going to leave, just not right now, you know? Which I've been through
Yeah,
something
but
similar.
but a lot of them people be in them situations, right?
Mm.
And they be feeling like they're alone. So sometimes you gotta remember being alone is actually better. You know what I'm saying? Than excuse me.
Being miserable.
Mm.
Nah, I won't about to say that. My bad. Being alone sometimes is actually better than you say I'm miserable. They keep coming in my head. I can't even get my own trains of thoughts out. It's better than being with somebody who makes you feel alone. Is what I was going to say in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So many times, and I wanted to say what I wanted to say because I be jumping around. Because so many times people willing to settle and just because they comfort and they're comfortable with somebody and they don't want to, you know what I mean? But person treating them like some shit and everything else under the sun, like my bad. I see these questions and comments coming up too. Um, let me see. Let me try to find one more that the person had sent. Oh, it's for this. They say this was for people on the show and in the comments. Ladies, what do men do that turns you off immediately? And fellas, what do women do that makes you fall back?
I hate a man that talks about what he used to do, what he used to have. And I hate a man that always got to talk about money. I got this, I got that, because I got my own money, so money don't move me. So if you got,
Facts.
we're gonna talk about something else. I hate that. Like a person, oh yeah, I used to have this, I used to be in the streets, I used to do. Well, what you doing now?
Ooh, good question. We're gonna go to this one next. I'm gonna leave it right there and for the next one.
Um, I I think the moment I feel like something not authentic and
Mhm.
like I'm I'm one of the most understanding humans in the world. So I don't care what your background is, none of that shit. Like I care about how authentic you are with me. And the moment I don't feel that it's authentic, like either you trying to force something or any of that shit, like that shit dead. Like I wanted to feel as natural as possible. Like because I think the moment you start to force anything with another human, like you push the envelope and set expectations different than where they should be set. Man, man.
I agree
So
with the other lady, and I agree with you too, Mike. When you're not authentic, and when you and somebody who talk about what they used to have. Like I met a couple of guys who have say, "Yeah, I used to have." Like they'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm driving. I just got in an accident. I just lost my car. My car just got totaled." Like, what is this? Oh yeah, I was living on my own, but my mom got sick, so I went on and moved in with her to help out a little bit. Mind you, mom going to work every day and this and that and that. Where's she sick from? She's sick of you, you know. So my thing is, so I don't like. I agree with her. Like when they're always saying I used to do this and that, and he has nothing. He's like, yeah, I lost everything. My last ex, she took everything from me. No, she didn't take nothing from you. You didn't have nothing to take, brother, and you knew that. So I think that turns me off especially when I know they're lying. Because if you used to have that stuff, you were trying to get it again. You like, because you be accustomed to that life. You're not gonna say I used to have a car, I used to have a house, I used to have this, but you used to sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So no, that turns me off. A liar, and a liar where you could tell they're lying. That turns me off.
To me, that, like you said, everybody hitting on things that make sense. That just listen, man. Being up front. Like if you into it for the fling, you want the long haul, or listen, I'm doing this. I got other guys, other options. Like I just when people run the game, we this old to be running game. Ain't no need for no game.
Hmm.
Present who you are. Let me decide what I want to tolerate with and what I want to. Excuse me, I don't want to deal with as a person. Cause it's different strokes for even folks. That's why you got some people and with their poly relationships and all this other shit. So it's different strokes for even different folks. Go find what fits your needs and what you looking for. That's what I say. So to this question that's on the screen, and we got another one
Yes,
under
for
that.
me too.
How do you decide whether to cut ties or stay friends after a breakup? Since I'm right here on the big screen, I'm gonna go first for me. Um, it's all on you guys got to have a mutual understanding and respect for each other and understand the path that each of you are on going whichever way you going. I mean, got to be some type of respect and cool. If you drastically in love and you just can't handle anything or you can't tolerate them talking or dealing with nobody else and you going to constantly just push and try to force that down their throat, then you might just need to step back and cut ties. But tolerate no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, from either side, and don't let a person take you. Uh, know your worth. Just all. Just know your worth and do what's best for you in your situation. You know what you can handle. My daddy already told me, man. You know what you can tolerate and what you will put up with. And when you ain't tolerating to put up with it, you know you're gonna move on and walk away from it. Nobody know that but you.
Mhm. I think when I break up with someone, I kind of hate them for that moment. So we're not going to be friends. But usually after a year later, I'm able to be cool with them. But if we break up, it must have been some reason, you know? So I usually hate your guts. So don't call me. I won't call you. But then after a while, we I'm friends with my exes and I'm not jealous because once it's over, I don't like you. So you could date anyone, man, woman, Polly, Dolly. I don't give a, I don't. I mean, when I say I don't care, his new girlfriend would not. I would be like, "How you doing? Thank God you're here." I mean, because I don't want you. No. So, but I could be friends with my exes because, like I said, because I don't want them because I hated them at one point. So after I hated you, now I'm cool with you. So yeah, I'm good. So I can, and when it's time to cut ties, when you kind of hate that person, when you find yourself not feeling like yourself, when you find you single and when you feel single in a relationship, when you feel like you could just, you could do better on your own. I don't say bad on your own. When you could do better on your own, you're just like, you know what? And like you said, you have to know your worth. And when you know your worth, and sometimes you might lose your worth somewhere. But when you get it back and like, I know my worth, and this person doesn't see it, that's when it's time to walk away.
Well, see, I honestly think a lot of times that the reason there's bad blood at the end is because people kept trying to hold on to something they knew they were supposed to
Hmm.
fall off a motherfucking cliff. Uh, I'm kind of friends with everybody I done dealt with outside of that lady who gave me kids. She's a crazy fucking person.
Oh,
Outside of that, like I ain't staying longer than I'm supposed to be here, fam. Like you got one time to act like you think that this shit shouldn't be and make me start thinking this shit shouldn't be, and this shit ain't gonna be. And like you said, like at first motherfuckers might be a little upset, but when you realize a motherfucker ain't lied to you, a nigga shot you straight, gave you the opportunity to move on with your life. Like, see, so many people feel so. Oh shit, am I supposed to do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So many people feel so bad about breakups because you immerse yourself in another human being during the course of your relationship. You almost lose yourself in that other person, like trying to become one with them. And then when that person don't want to be one with you no more, you don't even know who you are no more. So you mad at them. No, you should be mad at yourself. Cause you did that. Cause we ain't gotta be the same person. You can still keep all your friends. You can still keep all your hobbies, and I ain't gotta try to join them if I don't want to. The same here, like we don't have to be one entity in order to be in a happy relationship. And so many people try to make like he loved football. You ain't never watched football. Now you watch football every Sunday. Y'all was together 5 years. Now he ain't there no more. Now you mad at that nigga because now you kind of like football a little bit and it's his fault. No, that's your fault because you didn't have to get involved with football. You could have kept doing what you was doing, but so many people worried about what the person they with doing when they not around them that they feel like they gotta be. God damn it, I'm gonna leave y'all alone on that. I'm gonna leave y'all alone on that one.
Oh, you Junior, y'all got something to say to that?
No, he right.
Some
He
people
right.
just simply, like she say, some people simply outgrow each other, and there's no bad blood in the breakup. It don't be bad every time. Um,
Yeah.
oh, some guy named Robert Gurley put something up in the comments.
Uh oh. God damn
It's
it.
it say, let me zoom in.
Because I
Okay,
can't see it.
we got a situation. It say you find out your partner is still active on the dating apps, but says it's just for attention, and they'll never actually meet anybody. Do you
No,
believe?
because
Do you believe him, or do you
no.
bounce?
No.
pointed to care.
If
Do
you're
your
in a
thing on the big.
relationship, if you in a marriage and you are if you
Oh, your
serious about a
partner.
person, you
Yeah,
don't need to be on a dating app.
yeah.
I thought that your ex. I'm sorry. I'm here
No,
thinking your ex. Oh, your partner.
that's your partner. Your
Oh no.
partner.
Stop.
No, that's no. Cause what you still on?
Mhm.
What you looking for?
Exactly.
That's a problem.
Exactly.
That's a problem. That person
You hate a word,
is still
man.
searching. They're still searching.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that, Caroline. Hate a man to call a woman a B word. Bruce, what you
Ooh.
laughing at, Bruce? That's cheating. Yeah, that's cheating.
That's
Uh,
cheating. Yeah.
let me see what Vonda says. Oh man, here come a good one here, y'all. Let me put this on here so y'all can see. What allows you to put your guard down with dealing with someone before getting in a relationship? I kind of said my answer to a degree already, but I'm gonna see if somebody else got something to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna let somebody else go first.
What allows you to put your guard down?
When dating when dealing with someone before getting in a relationship.
I think for me, when I get in a relationship, I try to look at, well, first of all, I don't take out what I've been through from the last person on that new person. It's not fair to them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like not every relationship is a bad relationship. Like, so not all of my relationships were bad, but they weren't good either, you know? But I don't take it out on a new person. So I kind of go in a little bit with an open mind. So, meaning I won't have a guard fully up. You see what I'm saying? So, I kind of go in with an open mind. What would make me comfortable to let my guard, maybe whatever little bit of guard I have up at that moment. Um, if I feel like, how can I say this? I can say, if I feel like I could trust that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay. It's hard when you first meet somebody. You can't really say you trust them. You don't know them, right? But let's just say, like, I just get this vibe, like, let me see, maybe not vibe, the word to use, but let's say, like, a gut feeling that this could be a good, naturally good person. You know, like some people just have a good presence of spirit with them, but you just never know. But
So you saying
I
once you
think if
get comfortable around that person to a degree.
comfortable, but it's not even just comfortable. I have to feel like let's say this person, like, okay, let's say, God forbid, but let's say I just needed something done, like a tire or something, and I just met him. He's like, let me get your tire fixed for you, and it doesn't mean he has to do anything for me, but let's just say he did something like that, right? That he showed that he kind of cares. And it doesn't have to be anything financial. It could just be anything or a shoulder cry or anything. I think if he comes off like he generally shows like he care and he really wants to get to know me, I think I will let my guard down. Like someone who seems like really interested and like whatever I'm giving, he's giving back. Whatever kind of energy I'm giving, he's doing the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me, I guess. If I have that, like you said, feeling comfortable and also feeling like that person want to be there, like he wants me in his presence. I want to be in his presence. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants this. Stop. You
It's
know,
a
that's me.
it's a Brian McKnight song for me, right? I
What's wrong?
hate I hate to see you go, even though I know when you coming back. Like when I want to be around you with all my free time. Like
Mm.
when my first thought of free time, the first thought I have when I got free time is, can I spend time with that person?
Right. See,
If that makes sense. Like
that
I
person is
don't
showing you want to be with
spend
it.
time, but can I spend time with that person? When
Hmm.
I'm actively thinking about, oh shit, did I speak to her this morning when I got up? You feel what I'm saying? When
Hmm.
when I'm there, I know that that's the person I want to shoot my shot at. I want to be around. I like, and then, but I'm a little bit different from most people because we live in a day and age where a lot of times you meeting people online or at your job, and you get to see people for a while before you shoot your shot. And I kind of watch people to see, like, if I think I'm interested in you, I might watch you for like 3 weeks. I need to see how you act when you don't get your way. I need to see how you act. You know what I mean? Because your brother, he on the screen. Junior taught me some of the realest shit I have taken with me forever. He probably don't even remember saying it to me.
Oh.
He said, and I quote, this was when I was thinking about marrying the first wife. He literally said, marrying a woman ain't about what you like about her. It's about being able to deal with the shit you don't like about her.
Mm.
That's pretty fucking amazing from that guy. But I swear to God, bro, I swear to God, I have taken that everywhere. Like, I need, it ain't the shit I like about you. It's gonna be the things about
That
you.
motherfucker read that in the book. He ain't come up with that
He,
himself.
he was the one who told me, he might have, I ain't know he could read real good. Okay?
Mm.
Nah, that's my friend. I can talk about him like that. But nah, like, so from that standpoint, like, I need to look at you a little bit and see if you somebody who always in drama and gossiping all the time. Cause this all shit that's a no go for me immediately. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I once I notice you my type of person, I'm probably already ready to start a relationship with you when I first say some words to you. I just gotta move in a way to for you to want to do that with me, if that makes sense.
Somebody wrote both my arms being cut off. That's what,
He said when they really stand on what they say. Hey, let's as simple as all outdoors. When they start standing on what they saying, because
hmm.
your mouth can listen.
Right.
They can tell you all the motherfucking words in the dictionary and everything else that sound good. They gonna show you how they really, truly
No,
fucking.
that's the fact.
They gonna show you. And people don't say, oh, it ain't this, that, and the third. But it's a pecking order. Everything a man do gonna go in the pecking order. So when you do certain shit, you showing me where I fit in that pecking order. When you put this other motherfucker in front of me, or I'm in, it's a pecking order. No matter what you try to justify, it, how you try to say it, oh I don't look at it like that. You's a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth because you gonna make time who you want to make time for. You gonna have rules for who you want to have rules for, and you gonna break them for the motherfucker you want to break them for.
Mm.
It's all facts. Cause that like just let's go with the girl that's sleeping with multiple dudes. Just use an example. That dude with the garbage sex, he can't call you 2, 3 in the morning talking about he about to come through and lay something down and wake you up out your sleep. That dude you care about that's burning your back up, he call you 2, 3, 4 in the morning, whatever you getting up to go get, as you say, Mr. Goodwood. So
And
you're gonna break rules for who you want to break them for, and they putting in place for those that you know what I'm saying.
and the nigga with the garbage sex text you every day and try to make sure you done ate and all that shit. Mr. Goddamn Goodwood, that nigga text you every 2.5 weeks when he try and knock something off. You answer his text every single time though.
Yeah. Cause it
Well,
was
I don't. I don't.
cut
I know neither one.
But listen, for the little relationships and whatever, man, you just go to know that person, be friends. When the timing is right, you'll feel it, you'll know. It's
Oh,
like just like building the houses and everything.
God damn it, God damn it.
You gotta build the foundation first. Like he say, a lot of y'all jumping in there because you done hump somebody and you don't want nobody to get that good sex or that good mouth or whatever you got going on. You want to keep it all to yourself. Shit, don't like the mouths ain't going around. We all grown here. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to have all of it combined. So you know what I
That
mean?
mouth.
And it's and then Lord forbid they got good company. They got some charm and some funny humor with them. They do all that. You get to kick it with them, have good time and good sex. You just don't want nobody to have it. You may not even want to be the boyfriend, but some people can make you think that they could constantly show up, as you say, consistent. They know how to play that game to be consistent, to be there the whole nine. But they ain't really not trying to be on the next level relationship. They like the situationship you got going on, and they good with that.
That's why y'all be living together for 3 months still going, hey, what are we? What like I wonder if my nephew's still up here. I
Okay,
remember
we
my
got a
nephew
question from your mic, your wife too. But go ahead.
my nephew my nephew was like 19, 20. He was messing with a chick that was like 30 something, right? He like, but she ain't my girl, I say, you sleep next to her every night? Yeah. She wash your dirty ass drawers? Yeah. But she ain't my girl, Yes, the hell she is. Whether you admit that she your girl or not, goddamn it, she cook for you every night. That's your girl. And we like because of people moving so fast, like they be in a relationship. We done got an apartment together before we done define what this relationship really is. Cause people just want to move fast. We got a baby now, and we don't need like if your mama asks what his middle name was, you don't even know his middle name. You got a baby on the way by that nigga though.
All right, boom. Let's get to this question your wife you put up, um, and we're gonna let somebody else answer besides me and you first, if they feel like it. If not, we ain't gonna force them. I think Toy and Junior still on here. They on. So we say, do you feel a person has to earn your trust, or does the person get your trust until proven they don't deserve it? Oh, I know it's simple for me, but
You gotta earn my trust. I done been through hell and back with people that I thought never would do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
so
right.
you have to earn. Yeah, I don't care who it is, relationship, whatever situation it is, you
Friends,
have to earn that trust.
that's right. We got another question too from me, but I'll get back to it. Anybody else?
No, you don't.
Earn it. You gotta
Like,
earn it.
Yeah,
like I think you gotta fuck it up for me. Like every person get it from me from the beginning. I don't think I don't think you have I don't think you have a reason to lie to me. I don't think like I'm this big scary person that you can't keep it 100 with. So I think everybody like Amelia Bedelia, yo, I take you at your word until it's shown that I can't. Because a lot of times, like we create this huge stress in our life because we second guessing everything around us. Like I pray to God to keep those type of people away from me. So the people who come into my life, you just have it. You just until you show me you don't deserve it, you just have it.
Mhm. So both of them, if you think about it, even when you earn it, when you first meet that person, you kind of when you're talking and you're getting to know each other, you're trusting them, right? You're going for the word they're saying. So in a way, in one way, you kind of trusting the person, but they still got to earn it. You got to see if they're backing up what they're saying, but still in a way, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody in the beginning, you kind of trust that person. You still might have in the back of your head like, I don't know if it's real, but we're gonna go for it and see. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
though it got to be earned in the beginning, it's kind of still the same thing in one way. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna trust them
And
until
see,
until something happens. Then you be like, oh,
I
now I
don't
don't trust nothing he said.
I don't think you're
You
punishing people if that's to earning your trust. I don't believe that's punishing people
know?
for what others done. Your trust is something to me. Look at it like this. Excuse my language, but that goes to either male or female. Your trust is like your private part. It ain't something you should just get to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't give your trust to everybody. That's how you set yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? It should take a lot to gain your trust and
no,
earn it. You know what I'm
no, no,
saying?
no. I'm not gonna just meet you and give you $100,000 to hold for me.
Right.
But
There's a limit with it. The trust. It's
I'm gonna trust you to be like a decent human being till you show me
right.
anything else, right? Like I think one of the things like people like
You got to remember that's how you get. Listen, man, it's psychotic, mentally challenged. Like you can't just listen. Think about it though. You think about it deep though. You talking about trusting somebody. You ain't saying you ain't gonna be around them. You ain't gonna deal with them. We talking about trusting them. That ain't, it's come on, man. Trusting them, not being around them, not being cool, not none of that. That's cool. You could do that, but we talking about trusting somebody. Like my biggest thing though, man, is to me once my trust go a little different. I just trust people to be who they are. You know what I'm saying? You would see that you know.
there's still trust though.
Yeah, once I'm just saying once I get to it, you know what they are. You gonna be you know what I mean. I ain't putting a whole lot on it. I just I don't know that trust, man. You gotta earn for especially and we talking about relationships and dating and love. Oh, you really gotta earn that.
Well, listen. Think about what I'm saying. I can meet a like I can meet a person today, and that person say, "Hey yo, I'm gonna cook you some spaghetti and garlic bread." I have no reason to believe that that person not telling the truth. I trust what that person say. I don't give a fuck that I just met them today. I'm gonna trust that. Like until you show me I shouldn't trust you, I don't have no reason not to trust you.
See, and just me, and I could just be wrong. I'm gonna move a little different because we all know when we meet people in the beginning, we run a little game, however we want to say it. We don't put everything out there. We're gonna be this quote unquote person. We want them to perceive us to be until we let our guard down and they meet us. However, I'm using us because everybody. I'm just talking about everybody. But people put, that's what people do. They gonna give you little parts. They like some people want you to think they this goody two shoe and they a slam. Okay, on the other side of the coin. So you can't trust them in the beginning because we know in the beginning they still
Me and a representative.
running
Yeah.
They
games.
say people.
Yeah,
They said people you meet their representative in the
You meet
beginning.
their
yeah. So
representative for the first couple months, and then you start
yeah.
Hmm.
meeting the
So what you
actual person.
yeah. So what you trusting in the beginning then?
I,
I'm trusting. I met your representative.
Then I ain't
But you
trusting
get to
shit.
know them.
I
I
ain't
think
trusting.
I think that's an interesting question because it's hard. I feel like that's a hard question to really answer because I can actually see both parts when it comes because I feel like it's both. When you first meet that person, like Mike said, I trust you. You say you're gonna make spaghetti. I trust you to say you're gonna make spaghetti. Why would I think you're not going to make it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you first meet a person, no, you don't give them 100% trust, but there's some kind of level of trust because, or you wouldn't give them that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that's a really that was a good question, but that's kind of a hard question to answer because I do believe when you first meet a person,
One of
yes,
the
y'all earning each other trust, yes, y'all earn it, but still there's some kind of level already trust there. You know what I'm saying?
like it's a lot of people blaming people for what they should be blaming themselves for in a
Hmm.
lot of situations. Like it's not another person's job to protect you from hurt. It's your job to protect you from hurt. It you mad at a person because they saw a victim and you got victimized. Now it's your job to make sure you're not a victim. You're supposed to be just as mad at you, if not more mad at you than you are, right? Like being able to see, like when I say I give everybody trust, like that don't mean I ain't watching your motherfucking ass. And the moment you show me I ain't supposed to trust you, I ain't gonna trust you never again, never. But like it's almost like it's a lot of people. I'm gonna say male and females because I used to think it was only females and then social media happened. And there's a lot of dudes that's like this too, right? Like somebody broke your heart when you was in the goddamn 10th grade. You 42 still talking about how all people of the opposite sex ain't shit because somebody broke your heart 22 years ago and you've been scared to let yourself be vulnerable again. That ain't the people, that's you.
Yeah, listen, I'm my bad. I got a text message this way offline. Y'all know we got a regular guest to come on. Um, uh, shoot, I don't know if she's Minister Shabazz, Doctor Shabazz, but Bakura to come on. She texted me. She supposed to have been on the show. She's down and out, and I don't know if she wants y'all to know, but I'm just gonna tell it anyway. She going through it. She got food poisoning. Say feel like she dying. So we want to
Mm,
keep her in y'all whatever
big
prayers,
press.
spirits, all that good stuff, man. Um,
Man, pay attention to her.
yeah,
Did
Uh,
she go to the hospital to get checked out?
and she in the hospital now. She texting them. That's probably how she know.
Mm.
I
Oh
can't.
God.
You want marriage and kids. Your partner says they don't want marriage, and might not want kids. You leave everything. You
Hold on, let
love
me.
everything else about
That's
them.
the problem.
Do you stay or do you leave? Mm.
You leave.
Who?
It
Who
all
that? Who that?
depends.
Who that assassin up there? No, I'm just playing.
I think it depends. I think it depends.
You
I
say
say you
you?
leave because you're not going to be happy if you want children and you meet someone. And I think certain conversations like that should be said before y'all even get to a certain point. But
Yes.
if you go into it and you know that you're in your heart to heart, you want children.
Yep.
This person does not want children. Every time you see a child, every time a
Pressure.
cousin have a baby, like that is going to play on your mental. So
You're
it's
gonna
best to
resent.
get away from that situation before you dig
Mhm.
yourself deeper in that hole.
Yep.
You will resent them.
Yeah.
You will
Yep.
resent each other, right? Because then somewhere down the marriage, so you'll marry him and say, "Well, 4 years down the line, you'll be like, yeah, but I really did want a kid. I know." He'll be like, "But I told you I didn't want any kids." So then
Yep.
let's say she make him feel bad. Then they have a kid. They resent each other. So she resented him in the beginning, maybe. Now he resents her because he really didn't want children. And there, are, I think, a lot of
Yep.
couples who resent each other for
Yep.
not even speaking about things that they should have spoke to in the beginning. I mean,
And
you're
that's
correct.
why
I agree
there's a
with you.
lot of fatherless children because
Mm,
a lot of mothers think, "Oh, I'm gonna have this baby. He gonna stay." He he told you he didn't want kids, so when he don't come, you set yourself up for that failure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation. Uh, Absolutely. So I do agree. I do agree. But I
Hey,
also,
I dig it. Oh, go ahead.
but I also understand that like people change, right?
Yeah.
Like a person, like let's say those two 21-year olds. At 21, I might not want no kids because I ain't got my life together. At 27, I got my life together. I might want some kids. Like
That's the difference.
like it's I so I see both sides of the coin. Now, if you saying one want kids right now, like again, like relationships is about compromise. Maybe one of them want kids one right now, and one of them think they don't want kids, and they can come to a compromise. Look, I want like, and I'm saying that because like I'm in the greatest situation I would have ever thought I was in, and not after my first marriage, there won't no way you could convince me to get married again. And then I found my human, and all that other shit went out the window. Like all the bad from the first one don't matter when you find your human. Hell yeah, I want to give you my last name the way I was supposed to give my last name one time. Hell yeah, I want you to have it. It ain't even a thought process to it. Even though, and she'll tell you from the beginning, man, I'm never doing that crazy shit again. That was crazy, right? Like, so 6 years later, man, shit me. If I'm gonna risk it all again, I'm gonna risk it all with you. Cause this shit seemed like exactly what I've been asking for my whole life. And what I thought I wanted, I get or what I thought I didn't want, I absolutely want. I want to be able to call you my wife and not just be saying it. So like I I understand that like your mind can change. And if somebody is so dead set that I want kids right now, like, because there are women who grow up and want to be stay at home moms. They get taught to be stay at home moms, to be mothers. And I can go for that. So I would understand it, but I also understand that, like, people, years change your thought process, situations change your thought process. And I don't know if you just walk away based off not knowing. Like, you know what I
Depends.
mean?
I look at it like this. I get what you're saying, but because people change, and sometimes you give it a different person, and they can change your whole everything. Like you say, what you want in your 20s doesn't mean what you want in your 30s. What you want in your 30s doesn't necessarily mean you're going to want in your 40s. Things change. So if a person says, "Hey, I do not want children ever. I don't, I don't want to be married, whatever, da da da," they're letting you know they're not saying I want children in 5 years. So you could stay, you could be like, I mean, somebody might stay and be like, you know what, he says he doesn't want it until 5 years. We could be married for 5 years and have kids. But when someone say I don't want children at all, it's something different. If you want children, I would say go,
Yeah.
because you want children, you want this kind of life, and this person doesn't.
Yeah, I have a
So
girlfriend of mine who is dead set on she never wants to have children. And she lets anybody she deal with, she let them know there is no chance that I ever want children. I have enough nieces and nephews and I'm good. And she's about to be 40.
No, and I get that, right? See, for me, and part of this is personal, cause I think I'm dope like that shit Frank Lucas went in the jungle to go get his shit. So I believe I can change anybody's mind if given the opportunity, right? Like you can say you don't want kids, right? And then you'll run across the Mike V experience, and you'll want some motherfucking kid. You would want to be the person known as carrying on my legacy.
Beta, you want children? Beta, you want another baby?
We,
Beta?
we almost 50 though. We almost 50. Uh,
Right.
So let me go to this.
It might change. It depends on the person. Like, I mean, like, if somebody 20 years old saying they don't want any children, they're looking at a 20-year-old viewpoint, and they're
They
looking
got a
at like,
whole life ahead of them.
right? They might turn 30 and become a whole person, different person. Be like, you know what? I want to settle down. I got this now. I want children, and that person broke up with them years ago. Probably have children with somebody else. I mean, everybody's not meant to be on your train. You meet people for a reason, and it could be just for this and that, and you go your way, they go their way, But doesn't mean I would. I mean, if it was me, if a guy told me he did not want those things, and at that time I want it, I would let it go. I wouldn't sit around and wait and damn it change his mind. We're going to resent each other,
Fact.
But now let's say in 6 years he come up to me. We just happened to meet up, and I didn't have any kids, and he did, and he's like, you know what, Vaughn, I really thought about you, and I thought about you. Talk about you wanted children, and now in my life, I'm 26. I want children. I'm like, wow, things happen. So, like I said, when you're one in your 20s, you're not gonna necessarily one in your 30s. When you're in your 40s, it just things change. Some women don't want men with children, and then when they get older, they're like, listen, I didn't meet a husband yet. I take a man with 6 kids. Okay, So it changed. It changes.
Fact.
We change, right? So,
So,
but to answer the original question, I would leave. You leave. You're gonna resent each other.
so this to you, everybody on the stage, and I want everybody to give an answer. Everybody, and then y'all in the comments as well. What's something you wish you knew before your last relationship? I don't know. That's how it came, and that's how I'm asking.
What
What's
my
something?
last relationship?
What's something you wish you knew before your last relationship?
Mm,
Hold on.
follow my intuition, because I had my ex. We were together, and that was a mistake. My intuition was like, nah, this not a good idea. And I did tell him also, like, it might not work. And he was like, no, I don't have my apartment anymore. Me and you spoke about this. So I kind of felt bad. Like, I said, but you should call the people and see if you can keep your apartment, because my intuition was like, it's not going to work. And guess what? It was horrific. You see what I'm saying? So follow your intuition, because we should not
But
have been living together. We
sometimes
wasn't
when
even
people
together.
move,
Matter of fact, we wasn't even really together when he moved in. So that was a sign right there, foolery. So yeah. So follow your intuition. If your intuition like, no, please stick with it, people. Oh, I can't. That's my answer.
somebody else,
Knowing my worth.
yes, you took mine, but I'm gonna come with something else.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much of the shit I really am. And I had to go through
Ooh,
hell for me to realize that, what I'm saying? I'm that one. And to have me in your life is something special. And I wish I would have had that confidence in
ooh,
myself then that I have now.
man, you better talk that talk, man.
Work on
It ain't,
myself 1st.
you ain't like, listen, you ain't gonna find me than me. I say the same thing though too. But go ahead, Mike. I'm gonna let you go before I go.
Um, so we're not talking about my current. We talking about the one before that. I'm gonna say that being being lonely is better than being miserable.
Ooh, man,
Like
and that's that's a deep statement there.
like
Ooh,
you can be lonely and still be a little bit happy when you with somebody you don't want to be with, or let it go too far. Like, man, I used to look at the clock and see that it was time for her to get off work. It'll immediately change my mood to negative. You ain't even
Mm.
home yet, my nigga. Oh nah, man, I'd rather be by myself, lonely than a motherfucker, than to go through that again.
like she said, man, knowing your worth, this, that, and the third. But I'm gonna go to this one different here. A lot of people, right? They'll tell you they love their significant other, and they'll go to the moon and beyond. but that's a verb. So you got to learn how to not just say it, but actually love your person the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because you loving them and doing everything don't mean you expressing it and showing it and loving them how they need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So that's shit that people overlook. That's big.
So
Yeah, you love her. Yeah, you did this. You did all some little things, but you need to love her how she need to be loved. Cause that's
so
how you want to love her. Don't mean it's exactly what she need, and vice versa. But
so
go
so
ahead.
one of my sayings is when you got it figured out, it's because you found somebody who receive love how you give it and give love how you receive it.
Yeah, man. So it's one of them situations like you think you know until you, like you say, you found out and you know.
No, because if you've dealt with somebody that you've said I love you to, that at the end of y'all dealing with each other, they went, but you said you love me. I do. And they looking at you like you crazy because you didn't do it how they wanted you to do it. But that ain't how I do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the key to that is finding somebody who receive love the way you give it.
And you just gotta understand too, man. Sometimes it's like an experience thing. You may have experience because you done been in 40 relationships, so you know a little more than I do being in my 4, 5 relationships. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes some things, no matter, because some things don't go with age. Some things come with experience. You
Hey,
know what I mean? So just because you older don't mean you experience those things. So I may experience a whole lot of other things, but when it comes to this relationship of love, may not have a whole lot of experience with that. I may not have a whole lot of experience being under the same roof with somebody. I may not have you know what I'm saying? A lot of this. A lot of people, man, listen, a lot of people, and I'm saying males, they really had their guard up when they come down to their heart, because the minute they open up to a motherfucker, they throw it in their face and they use it against them. So they don't bring that shit out, you know what I mean, a lot. So, and Ant, you said something, man. I'm gonna go back and comment it again because I seen somebody say that's a good one. Like Ant said, man. Like you say, some people looking to. He was looking. He say, "Wish marriage." I wish I knew what marriage meant for both of us. I was ready to grow old, and she was. Excuse me, damn. Excuse me, trying to stay young. That's what I said earlier. To like, you got to make sure you're on the same page, and make sure you understand the path that each of you are going down, and you're okay with that, and you can tolerate that, and she can tolerate this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So that's a little something, something there. Let's see to catch up on the other comments. I want you to like me more than you love me. It's people I love that I don't like.
what?
Ooh,
What the? Uh, Hey, listen. Go to the next one. She
I
about
see.
to.
I'm about to go to it right now. I see it.
I want you to like me more than you love me. There are people I love that I don't like. Me and hubby always say I like you. Nigga, we probably say I love you maybe 10 times a year. We say I like you every single day, like 15 times a day. Like I like you. I like being around you. We have a foundation of we like each other. So everything we go through, like we look at it like we going through it together because it ain't like I caused it or she caused it or whatever we're going through, we going through together because this my tag team partner. We chose each other to take this ride together. It
No
ain't
doubt.
about like she just here and I'm just here, so we gotta deal with it together. No, we look at it totally different. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like the shit out that lady.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the biggest things in relationships. I know a lot of people in relationships with people they don't like at all.
Hmm.
But I ain't got nothing else to do.
Somebody asked, "Is a long distance relationship ever worth it?"
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Look. What's going on, Kim? How you been? So yeah, listen to me. Long distance. it's definitely could be worth it. It's all on the people and what you putting into it and how honest you being. I actually have grown. I was dealing with somebody before, and they was here. And when they went long distance, we grew shit actually twice. I'm lying, two times. Well, one person went long distance and I haven't seen them for a while. Another person moved like 6 hours away, and I see them very so often. But actually grew more fond and grew way to me in the bond we would have never got with them being here when they was further off. You know what I'm saying? You get to learn the person way more sometimes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it's all on what you willing to put into it and how it work. Long distance definitely can work. Go ahead.
Well,
Toy, I thought Toy was about to say something to sound like
I
Toy
knew
or
something.
Vaughn. Toy or Vaughn. Somebody said something. One of the girls.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
But
I,
somebody wrote a question. It say, "Do people break trust?" You saw that one from
Nah,
where you?
I can't. I ain't. Listen, nah, give it to me. I've been missing. Listen, man. It's a
Okay, William
gazillion
Austin
comments.
Will. It say, "Do people break trust because of temptation or because of something is already missing in the relationship?"
It's different strokes, different folks, different scenarios. You can't go
Hmm.
on one level. Sometimes a person break it because they just say fuck it at the moment, and they just with the moment they in. Because I always say, at some point in time, like a motherfucker can't come to me crying they cheated and they did whatever. Because somewhere along the line, you thought about me when you was talking to that person. You thought about me when you was on the way to that person. You had to think about me when you putting them pants down. All that old shit. You know what I'm saying? And so somewhere along that line, you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do." You know what I'm saying? So that's how I view it. So
they they
to
live
the
in this they live in this sexual ass world now. A lot of people, males and females, is like pit bulls with the pink thing hanging out. They humping whoever willing to hump them, whether they in a relationship or not. Like the world is 100% sexual now, and like we make it like a lot of times monogamy is made out to seem goofy in today's world.
mm,
Like, and we talked about this at the men's mental health meeting. Like, there ain't a bunch of men telling men that they supposed to have one girl. It's a bunch of men telling men that the status you have as a man come from having had sex with multiple girls.
the dumbest shit in the world.
But we also now have girls saying my lady parts is the power. Like people do stuff like I'm gonna get my lick back. So that means if I think you cheated, I'm gonna cheat. Or you feel what I'm saying? Like sex is not this.
It don't mean nothing no more. It's just sex.
I was
Them
trying to
giving,
find a nicer way to say
them
it.
giving it. Yeah, listen, fuck that. Them giving they shit up don't mean nothing. But these the same people that don't think they don't lose no value, and think they still. It's just like your ragged ass car. If your car ragged as hell, you ain't the same value as that new car coming off the lot. You know what I'm saying? Or if the car that had the car value drop every on they get. Just put it that way. Every on they get every time it gets sold off the lot, the value drop. You know what I'm saying? So look at it the same way. Every time you hand a different owner taking that driver's seat of that whatever you got going on, that value drop, man. And
Oh,
I
you
yeah,
had this conversation with somebody a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about because I always say that marriage, relationships, sex, all of that stuff has changed. And a lot of it has to do with TV, social media. If
that's
you
right.
notice, there are so many TV shows about Temptation Island, you and your wife going on there to see if y'all can be tempted. Or
Man,
like it's so many things that go on, and you're like, I sit back and I'm like, nobody values marriage, vows, relationships, none of that.
there's really a show called married at first sight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry you the day I meet you. Like, kill yourself, yo. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
it's
what is it, 90 Day Fiance? Like all of these crazy, and I know the names of the shows because I just see them, but I'm not going to sit there and like watch. I think it's the dumbest stuff in the world. Temptation Island. I'm going on an island with my husband to
and
see if he can be tempted to sleep with somebody else.
one of his
What?
exes gonna be there too. Like, what the fuck? Y'all just be doing stuff. But
I think the concerning part is that they have several seasons. That lets you
Yeah.
know that people are watching that and they're
Watching.
intrigued by the foolery. I
Yep.
think that's the problem, that people are intrigued with the foolery. So I don't know if people have maybe some hidden temptations or ideas or whatever they're thinking, or it's just entertainment purposes. But I feel like I agree with you. It's like no one values marriage. Like not much to say no one. Excuse me. It seems like the world, like just what is put out into the media, from music and TV. It just seems like relationships is either just going to be sexual, financial, or temptation. Like that, whatever, reality shows. You know what I'm saying? People want to be like reality shows,
Mm-hmm.
or be on reality shows, or like like I was listening to some of these rap songs with a lady like, I want to get my money, that or men like, I got this, I'll buy this, whatever. Nothing makes sense, and I'm just like, what is going on? I was like, there's no real love songs today. Like, I was trying to think of a love song of today.
like,
There's none.
there is a propaganda to break up families.
Ah,
Like,
Yeah.
we got some comments we gotta.
and it has been there for 20 years, 25 years. Like, we just don't pay attention to it because they hide it behind whether it's comedy or drama or reality TV. Like, they hide it behind something. But, like,
We got something for you, Dr. Phil. We waiting on. We got some advice questions. Everybody, we're gonna see if everybody got something. We're gonna let.
No, I don't.
come
There you
on.
go. Yeah,
I
it
need
is.
the advice too.
All right, well, come on with your questions. What this show is supposed to be about. It still turned out the dope show. It ain't going to none of the stuff I had lined up. Well, not I ain't gonna say none. Some of it, but it's my man say, "What's your best advice for people who are having trouble finding love?"
Woo.
I guess he asking from a male point of view, or he asking from.
You
This
Stop.
want to
goes
ask the,
Stop
you want
looking
to ask
for
the
it.
married people.
Don't try
God
to
damn
find
it,
it. Let it come to
God
you.
damn it, Toya. God damn it, Toya. Listen, listen. It's two steps. Love yourself more than anything. Stop
Man,
looking for it. That shit gonna find you.
yeah,
Like, I
No, they
literally had somebody say I want shit because I said I don't love nothing more than I love myself. I had to get to a point where I ain't no good to nothing if I don't love myself more than all the rest of this shit. Like, I had to get to a point where I believed in me again, right? And because of that, I was cool with being by myself. The moment I stopped trying to fill that spot, that shit fell in my lap. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It
Same here. Like
literally,
I went through hell, and is a testament to the hell I've been through with my relationships. And
I
I
don't
got
know
to the
shit about
point
you,
I
girl.
said, I'm done. I
listen,
can't. I'm over it. I'm throwing in the hat. That's it. And I
listen,
stopped looking for it, and it landed in my lap. And we've been married since January. We've been together for 3 years, and that is my person.
listen. We met on
congrats.
accident. We met on accident. I accidentally inboxed her. We've been talking since that moment. It was by accident.
I say
Like,
this,
because
I say
it ain't
Well,
no,
it wasn't an accident.
no, it ain't no accident.
Accident, but not accident. It was like meant. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was like accident, but not. Like it was meant.
It was exactly what was supposed to happen. Like,
Exactly.
but I went on a self journey first. Man, I just gotta be cool with I might not never find it. Like, in order for me to be happy, I might not never find me a human to take this journey with me. So I
Yep.
gotta get cool with me by myself taking it. And as soon as I did, man, like I'm telling you, like, I stopped looking for it. I stopped waiting for it to happen. I stopped waiting for a cool ass story that we can tell the grandkids and shit, like them stupid ass books and them stupid ass love movies tell you you're supposed to have. I like from the beginning we used to say use the word organic. Everything happened organically, yo. Hey yo, I want to see you. Okay, I want to see you too. Like it won't never like nothing felt forced. Everything felt natural.
I say this though, brother. Like they all said, first things first, you got to get back to loving yourself. You can't love nobody else without loving yourself. One.
Yep.
Two, work on yourself. Once you love yourself, work on yourself. You know how everybody always trying to find the perfect somebody for them. Be the perfect for somebody. Be the perfect person for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
realize that person you gonna find, they don't have to be perfect. They just gotta be perfect for you. That don't mean they gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you get married and stuff like that, you got vows to death do us part and all that other stuff in there, sickness and health and all that. And then it's gonna be you gonna have your days, man. We human. You gonna have your
Yeah.
days of being alone gonna hurt. You gonna have your days where you want to be up under somebody, but you gotta learn how to be alone with with yourself. Go through that, and like my man said on here, this just popped in my head. The PPP loan process, man. I use it. It's gonna be pain, man. But understand your pain. I don't want to say it the way he said it. I may say it wrong. Your pain gonna create your passion, and then your
Mm,
passion gonna give you your purpose. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Yep.
mm,
And
mm.
can I add a bit? Just and this is just for me. This ain't got to be nobody else because everybody have different, religions or whatever the case may be. Find a relationship with who you believe in. Like
Mhm.
I found my relationship in God, and I was able to get to know me a little better.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a break, get a hobby, do something that'll keep your mind even off of thinking about being with somebody else. And my thing was, I got a relationship with God. I started going back to church. I started digging into my passion for singing, and then like everything, my
Yeah.
relationship, my money, my everything fell into place the way that it was supposed to fall into place. Once you stop being in your own way,
Yeah.
we got to get out our way and let things
Facts.
happen the way they're supposed to happen.
Facts. And sometimes that's the biggest issue. We in our own way because of all the stuff we talked about earlier. We comfortable. We used to this person, and we tied to this person. And I ain't gonna go that route. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. I'm gonna let that be. But
Question.
uh, so keep doing you. Work on you. Get out your own way. Let shit happen. Sometimes you gotta allow people to grow to love you. Sometimes people gotta miss you. And a lot of people use. Oh, let me go to this right here. Yeah, timing do be an issue, right? In some situations, maybe a lot of situations. But for most part, people use that time and shit. That's the biggest excuse they use for whatever. Oh, the timing won't right. No, that's an excuse for them to do whatever they feel like they want to do at the moment. And then, somebody said a question, but those things just jumped in my head as I'm talking. My brain be all over the place, so I wanted to speak on that. And get out your
I have a
feelings a
quick
little bit.
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Okay. What about this? So this guy said men are the prize. He said a lot of women say they are the gift or they're the prize, but this guy said actually men are the prize because it's more women than men. So they have like the option to really pick who they want. Where ladies like it's slim pickings because it's more women than men. So what's your thoughts on that? That men feeling like I mean, I've met three guys who said that they think men are the prize. I'm like, what's
But
your
I
thoughts on
mean,
that?
from their point of view, right?
Hmm.
What would you say the prize if you got 10,000 dogs chasing 5,000 cats? What's the prize? The cats, because it's everybody trying to get to it, and ain't enough for everybody, right?
Hmm.
So I don't change it. I'm just asking that. So, according to what they're saying, what would be the prize?
I said both of you guys are the prize. I said I think both of you are gifts. That's what I told him. I said
Yeah,
actually, I think people are gifts for each other.
that's
You
that's
know,
that's how you look at it, right?
God darn, I
It's,
said some of these guys say they're the prize and have nothing. They can't even afford a prize. Okay,
now
they can't even afford nothing.
I'm not
You're
saying.
not gonna sit here and say you're a prize and you don't have you
I'm
can't
not
be a
saying
prize.
I agree with it. I'm just saying
Okay.
from the logic of you saying because he's saying
But that's what he said. He was like, well, it's more women, than men. So, we really the prize, and and this one guy, he was like, I'm really the prize. So I told my wife, if you think about it, I'm the prize. I said, damn. And I
true
mean, when
that.
he said
So
that, I was like, I said,
I
well,
just use it from
I
what he
mean,
said.
it sounded like he was a prize. Okay. But I'm just like, I said, I think y'all both are prize, a gift. I'm going to use the word prize. I think you're a gift to each other, I don't.
Bingo.
I
So
mean,
that's listen, man.
you're not gonna be 55 trying to be a rapper. I don't think that's the prize. I think
Listen,
those.
I was
No,
gonna say that my thing is when you saying it like a prize,
I
we
mean
both
that's what they use. They say the man is the
both
prize. That's it.
we both are blessings to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like however you want to see it. That's how I say we both are blessings. But if you're according to
Yeah.
if you're going by that book and you believe in that book, it say a man who findeth a wife finding a good
Found a
thing.
good thing.
But it
Hmm.
didn't say she the prize. You know what I'm saying? He just found a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Would just
And
go
then
too far with some things.
a lot of things have changed throughout time and throughout, because I have heard that prize thing a lot, but
Mhm.
and the man is supposed to be this superior person, but like when I was brought up, my mom didn't have to work. My dad did everything.
Yeah.
My mom was in charge of taking care of us and cooking. Now that the roles are kind of reversing, you have more women who are taking that more dominant position than men, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Somebody right here hit it on. He said, "Isn't it the original idea was to bring two families together? To say one side is the prize, sound ultra self-centered." Yeah, that's what I say, man.
Hmm.
We
That
together, we are blessed
That-
for each other. Like, why you have to be the prize? You know what I mean? We both good for each other. We're both a good thing.
Hmm.
We be,
But the
and
fact
then
he said he told his wife that,
we
so men
supposed to
are bringing it up.
we supposed to become one anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
that's
So
stupid.
we are the prize. We'll go ahead.
That's stupid.
Together,
Right.
right?
So here's the reality that we not talking about.
Come on
Like
with it, Cap.
when we was when there the talk about being a quote unquote prize, right, is about traditional gender roles. It's about traditional gender roles. The woman wasn't considered the prize, she was considered the trophy. She was the trophy wife, right? She was supposed to look good. Everything around us was supposed to look good based off this woman, right? I'm gonna be dressed flashy, gonna pick out all my clothes. You feel what I'm saying? I'm always smell good. I am the prize because she get to stay at home and do all this shit while I go out and do all the sweating.
Hmm.
I go do all the sweating. I do all the hard work. My knuckles hurt. Like
Mm.
she sweep the kitchen and shit, right? Like I am the prize because she get to live out her dream based off the fact that I'm going to work to give it to her. I am the prize. Now, in the way it's used today, like I don't think like it's got to be on individual basis, just based off the majority. Again, I'm gonna say this shit again. The majority of the dating pool is a goddamn sewage runoff, right? Like how you, how can I think I'm supposed to find a prize when I found you on Tinder or goddamn it, Black People Meet or
A bad
like
thing. You think that's a bad thing because you meet someone online? You think like
a,
bad people are online?
a little bit because I can be anybody online.
You can be anybody at the store too. You can be
No,
anybody at Home Depot.
no, I can't.
at Home Depot. You think Psycho's gonna go to Home Depot about some
I
wood?
can't catfish you at Home Depot. At least
No
you
way, you
gonna
can't catfish, but you could still be something else. You can, okay,
maybe.
wait, hold on. You can't catfish mean you can't use another picture, but you could act like you're another person. You could use somebody else's identification or life, whatever, and
But
we don't know.
every human on the planet can do that, whether they want to be
Right.
in
So that's why I said I wouldn't say necessarily pin online because that's anywhere. You could be at the bodega.
No. But like you can't get a personal feel of whether or not this person lying to you online compared to in person. Like in person, I can read you a whole lot better. Online, like I can show you my high school picture when I was 186 pounds or 106.
Right.
Like, man,
But nowadays people are speaking live now after they go online. Okay, listen. That part I disagree with only because it could be anywhere people could lie. The only difference is with online you could use somebody else's pictures or whatever, but eventually it'll come out. But you could still be
you
have
ever
a mask on.
you ever
Huh?
watch Catfish?
I love catfish. Yes.
Usually be
That's what
like,
I said online, but it's not. But that's what I'm just saying.
hold on.
You could be
Eventually,
a liar in person.
hold
So,
on. On Catfish, eventually be like 4 years later, and you done paid for 2 plane tickets, and you done sent that motherfucker $12,000.
but let me tell you,
Then,
those people are crazy. Now, Mike, you know people are crazy. They never went live. Every time they want to go live, people are like, oh, it's static on my phone or crazy stuff.
understand, like, love is a real drug to a lot of people. It's one of the most expensive drugs to a lot of people. And whether that's online or in person, but like, and don't get it wrong, like, so you just getting here for the new listeners, y'all just getting here. Understand this: 88 and 12. There are exceptions to every rule, but if I'm talking about 88% of the population, I can make a generalization about that population, right? You giving me examples of exceptions to the rule. I understand there are exceptions to every
Right.
rule. But for the most part, like, how many times have you heard a person say, man, I've been on this dating site for 4 years and it's just a bunch of bullshit on it? Because people understand it's easier to bullshit you on the internet than it is to bullshit you in person. Right? Like, I'm not. What I'm saying is when you look at the people who are meeting people, like the way people are meeting people now, like people are like y'all talked about it earlier. Like people put out a representative of themselves. I think if I deal with you in person, I get less of a representative. Online, I can represent myself as like even if he gonna lie to you in person, it still gotta be somewhat believable. Online, I can be anybody. On,
Online, you can be anybody, and you are correct. I'm saying that eventually you'll speak to that person on the phone or something, right? Even it's like even if you met somebody like I said, a Home Depot, and y'all on the phone, right? You met them, y'all just exchanged numbers, y'all just met that for a couple of minutes, blah blah blah. They go home, you're on the phone. They could be whoever they want to. They could be like, "Yeah, I'm at home in my house," and they're in the shelter. You know what I'm saying? You're like, "Well, that's a lot of noise in the background." He'd be like, "Yeah, that's my cousins and stuff." No, he's in a shelter. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And so I think, and the reason why it's not, and I understand what you were saying about online, but there's some people who met good people online, because there's some good people who still try to go online, and so it's always an exception to the rule, and that's in everything, right? But like I said, you could still meet. So what I was trying to say was, you could still meet a psycho at Home Depot. I'm just saying, he could come in there with overalls on and acting like he worked for the shipyard and don't he can't spell it, and he up there just playing and acting like he going to work every day, and he's not going anywhere. And then when he get paid, every time he get paid, yeah, I have to pay this and that and that. I don't have it because he's not working. So people, it's just some crazy people out here who are just whatever. So wait. Just
No,
wasting
that
my.
I have heard good stories from people who have actually met their person on Match.com, and I think the ones you got to pay for maybe a little
Hmm.
bit better than the ones that are free.
Yeah.
Because but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I've known a couple people who've met their person on those dating sites. They done got married and everything.
There's one somebody on there now.
no, no,
Met his
no,
wife
no.
on there. Yep, they're married.
Listen, there's stories of people.
People been lying way before social media. You saw that? Yeah.
There's stories of people who met each other when they was 15 and 13, and they've been married and they in their 80s. Like again, there are exceptions, but
Yeah.
for the most part, when you hear people talk about their dating online experiences, it's I had to weed through 37 pieces of shit to find that one human.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Y'all
And more
welcome.
than
We got another
37.
guest. We got another guest.
137, Mike.
We got another guest who want to jump on.
Uh
Y'all welcome
oh.
to the stage. Excuse me. Y'all welcome to the stage. Oh, okay. Y'all welcome Jess to the stage.
What up, though?
What up, hey, y'all?
Huh?
I'm late, y'all. I'm sorry. I wanted to get in on this when you first sent it to me. I was like, oh, yeah, this is a good one.
No, it's
This is
good.
a good one.
Yeah, it's wanted to speak on. We've been talking about some of everything. We've been all over the. We ain't go to no format. I had a little format, but we came out the gate rolling, just going everywhere.
Yeah, I see.
Just
I'm going to just get in when I fit in. I hear something, I'll speak on it. I mean, right now, I got to bypass most of the stuff. So I kind of caught it at the last minute, but
Yeah.
no, and again, like I ain't saying it like dating online is the worst thing, cause dating in person these days is pretty bad too. God damn it. Uh,
Yeah.
so
I
I
met somebody at the Family Dollar. It was the worst thing ever.
right.
I should
It's
have known meeting him at the Family Dollar. He was cheap. I should have known meeting him at the Family Dollar. He was cheap.
that
So,
don't mean he cheap. That just mean he frugal. You know
you
what I
might, you
mean?
might have
oh
just
no,
been
he was frugal. Oh no, baby, he was frugal. Okay, he was.
He's
No,
like,
that see, not everybody. Because I go in there, and I'm not cheap. Okay, but
budget. He's like the
no, you get
budget.
all types of people. But he was cheap. He was cheap, child. He
and,
still is cheap.
Uh,
and
I don't want to meet no more nobody else at the Family Dollar.
like I think the hardest part today would be trying to keep a balance of not trying to be too hard on people while keeping your guard up because you don't know what nobody true intentions is. Like
Mhm.
you
Man,
don't know.
people humping too early, man. That's fucking everything up,
Well,
man. People
that's
doing all this humping. By the time they 21, they numbers crazy, and they all emotionally discombobulated and everything else, and they don't give a fuck about spreading their body parts all around the world. That's one thing that's just fucking it up for everybody right there. Let's start there.
Mm.
Yeah,
but
nobody want to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's the music too. When you
Yeah.
hear the music, I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's talking about
it's
blah blah
TV,
blah
it's
rock.
TV, music. But listen, here it is. Everybody get mad at me when I say this, and everybody will say my mama ain't never say that, my daddy didn't say that. But just go back to your grandmas and everybody else telling y'all. They've been teaching y'all. And when I use this word, everybody gonna be like, oh, so harsh. They've been teaching y'all some whole shit from day one though, cause it's always
Not my
been.
family.
And listen, I'm just saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Everybody family told him this. If he ain't got no money, he don't get no honey. That's paying for the pussy. No romance, no finances, no romance. Once
Wait,
again,
I just said that because that was my mother's
hold on.
song.
Once
My
again,
mother played that song. Now she did play that song, and my mother meant it. No
once
romance
again,
without finance.
yeah, once again, that's paying for the pussy. So you know what I'm saying?
What
Is that a not whole activity?
the whole activity she working? Listen,
Yeah,
she says no romance.
working as a whole prostitute, whatever. It's
Well,
like
that's a good
hey,
what's a career for some
hey,
people.
he might not
Somebody said two virgins can have all the problems too. Two virgins.
he he he
yeah,
might not
whoever
remember.
said that, that's good. That's very
He
well.
might not remember this, but I remember our pastor actually saying to the girls in our church when we was teenagers, If that nigga don't make more than $60,000, he shouldn't even be able to call your phone. I remember that. The pastor
I've
said,
heard that also.
But
People
this,
say
but this is
that
this the
you can't
same
afford
nigga
to
that
be in a
ain't had a
relationship.
job. This is the same nigga that didn't have a real job though. But he's saying some shit like that in the pool pit.
I remember
But
that.
he's not a real job. But that's another thing. A lot of people say some people can't afford to be in a relationship. You know, they say if you're not working or this and that. So do y'all think if a person is not working right now, let's say in between jobs or
Nope.
whatever they doing, or do
I
you think they
disagree.
deserve love?
Yep.
Mm.
I seen two broke people happy in love like a motherfucker. Well, I see
Hmm.
the richest couple in my life miserable as a motherfucker. Love don't have a price on it. Love
And,
don't
Mm.
have a price. That's
and,
what
It
we.
don't have a
That's
price,
what.
but there's roles. There's
But,
roles in
but you do.
relationships and
But you
things.
broke
do.
is a mentality. Broke.
You do what you feel for you and yours. Now I don't know if they always been on that level, but I done seen them struggling and they was truly happy in love with them and their couple. That's their person. You know what I'm saying? So it's no price to that. You know what I'm saying?
About struggling, like really struggling. Like I'm completely happy in love either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not that I'm be upset with that person. I just don't know if I'm 100% happy in love. 'Cause right now I'm stressed out. So I'm not even thinking about happy and in love. I'm stressed. I'm like
You may
completely
not be
broke and
happy. You may
struggling.
not be happy, but that don't mean
I
you ain't
love
happy
him.
with your. That don't mean you ain't
Yeah.
happy with your. That don't mean you ain't happy with
Right.
your person. You just may not
I
be
can still
happy.
love him. We just gotta do better. Yeah, we gotta get to a better, space.
But see,
Um
you putting a limit on your love. You already thinking that before you go through it. You don't know. You ain't been through
no,
it.
I would still love him. I believe I still love him, but I'm
Listen,
thinking about
you got to look at
hmm?
it. If you see, a lot of people think they know what it's gonna be like when they in love or they deal with a person, but they ain't been in love, so you can't say what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You may have loved somebody, but you ain't been in love. You haven't been infatuated, truly in love
I've
with
been
this
in love.
person. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't saying you. I said
We
a
have
lot of
us
people.
to be infatuated is to be in love. That's lust. That's not love at all. To be infatuated with an individual, like that's a bit.
Okay, well, I can go for that. But truly in love with that person, to where it's
Right.
you and this person that gets the world to the moon and back. Some people are really truly in love like that. So you can't
Hmm.
tell. You ain't gonna say because shit the lights out this month that I ain't gonna love my husband. I may be mad at the situation, but I'm still in love with my husband. Still in love with my wife. You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to be in love too, but stress would be that'd be some high level stress. We could. I mean, if you have that kind of partner where y'all can figure it out together, and
But
when
see,
you
some
feeling
people.
stressed, he calms you down or whatever. Sometimes love could make a situation better. Like if you really love that person and y'all
I was just
going through
about.
something, yeah, it can make it better.
Listen, and that could be their mindset. See, it's all on the
Hmm.
mindset. It start with your mind first, and their whole thing could be, it don't matter what I'm going through. I'm gonna go through it. I know at the end of the day, me and this person will be.
So so I
Oh,
really
somebody asked. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a
Now
good
go ahead,
question.
so I
Wait,
really
did you see the question? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. I was looking at
and then
something.
let me,
Go
let
ahead,
me let me
Mike.
say this. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real
Hmm?
quick. But that's the problem I feel in society in this world today. Everybody always looking for the reason to leave and split instead of fighting to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So soon as
Mm.
something happens, it's this why I should go or this why. And when your mind saying you in a relationship like that, you're not giving the relationship your all. If you got that shit in your mind, soon as this happen, I'm gone. Or if this happen, you thinking about dumb shit to split your relationship. You know what I'm saying? What
listen,
happened to fighting for this motherfucker that you love? What happened
listen,
for
How how
listen.
how long is how long is too long to fight, or how long should you wait until you let go? Because
different
like what
strokes for
you just
different
said,
different strokes?
you should be able to fight for your relationship if you really love that person, right? And really, I truly believe that you go through things in a relationship. You can't avoid going through stuff, right? You
Right.
can't just give up on things just because stuff get hard either. But when is enough though?
That's
When
for
is
you
enough
and
enough?
that's for you and you only to know. Everybody's
Right. It's only
situation
for you to know. So then when we say, people don't really fight for their relationships. They don't fight for their love for that person in that relationship. Like, is that really true? Because who's to say that they don't?
and a lot of situations they do because soon as shit don't go So, some people, soon as shit get rocky or they have a big disagreement, they're ready to haul ass. Like you said, who not gonna argue? Who not gonna have bad situations? It's up and down. It's gonna happen. That's life. And I use this like this: is nobody you love on this earth more than maybe I don't know. Some people different. More than your parents, your kids, your siblings or whatever. You have bad days, years, moments, or whatever with them. So why the fuck wouldn't you have that with your spouse?
Let me tell
You know what
y'all,
I'm saying?
I watch Cheaters, so don't judge me first and foremost. But I
I
love
love some cheetahs
Cheaters.
in the
And there
beginning,
was an
especially the Duke.
episode on there where the lady had stage 4 breast cancer
Uh-huh.
and she found out that her husband was cheating. And you know what he told her? I didn't sign up for that part.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Oh, that's oh man, yo, look, listen. I'm sorry.
That
I don't
I
even
said,
mean.
oh my gosh.
that's right,
And
shot.
look,
Yeah.
everybody ain't cut out for that.
Yep.
Everybody ain't cut out for that.
ooh.
That's the problem. That's the one of them conversations you supposed to have early on. If I get sick, are you gonna be here to take care of me? Are you gonna
Well,
be
Yep.
here
isn't
to
it
take
vows,
care of me?
right? Isn't it
Because
But
six
that's
and
in
it
the
health?
don't even
vows.
matter. 'Cause the vows don't even matter until the situation actually happens. Because it
Mm-hmm.
takes a lot to take care of another person, no matter what. You understand what I'm saying? You still expecting certain things from that individual, and they can't even get that to you no more. And now you still got to sit there and fight, and then put your feelings aside and take care of this person unconditionally and love them still. That is hard, and everybody can't do that.
Yep.
And
And
that's
that's
even
what
the
he
goal.
said. He said that's why he cheated because he
But
did
he should
not
have let
like
her
she
go
couldn't have
though.
sex and stuff like
He's a
that.
buffoon. Yeah, he should have told her up front, like,
Maybe, maybe,
I couldn't
maybe he
handle
should.
it.
Maybe he should have sat down and talked to her and been like, "Listen,
Hmm.
this a little strain. This da 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 da. If you need me to leave, I will. But I feel like I need to step out. Whatever. I don't know what kind of talk they gotta have. I would never bring it to the house. I never disrespect. I don't know. But I'm gonna be here to take care of you. I don't want to turn my back on you. But if that's gonna hurt you, I leave. I don't know. She might have been like, cool. I don't know. Shit, you got like you say, you got to sit down and have that talk. You know what you would deal with and what you would tolerate.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That
that's a
pain. Can
tough.
you imagine? So
That's
she's
a
going
tough
through
one.
breast cancer, and then she have that pain on top of her, that emotional pain. You got the physical pain, right? You're going through now that emotional pain, and she already had emotional pain probably for having breast cancer. Just the emotions are going to the mental health of it all, and now that he made the situation worse. You know. Oh,
But the question would be, do he sacrifice his own happiness for her? Now that
Mm-hmm.
sounds
and
selfish as hell, right? It sounds mad
no,
fucking
and you're
selfish.
right.
But
But
but it's
that's
the truth.
something.
It's the truth. Like
It's
you
true. It
have
is
to
the
really
truth.
think about that. You know how when you say, like
Mhm.
earlier I heard y'all talking about, I think it was you, Mike, you were saying, you had to learn to love yourself and make sure that you can make yourself happy before you can really do anything for anybody else. And ain't no looking for anybody else to make you happy or any of that, right? So now you're in a situation where the relationship is breaking down. There's certain things you need, certain things you want, and your partner can't get that to you, right? It ain't got nothing to do with you not loving her. It got nothing to do with you not loving him. It's simply the weakness in you that you can't sacrifice for your partner. So now you in a situation where in this dude case, he like, well, shoot, I can go out and just do this, and as long as I don't get caught, it ain't gonna hurt her. But it's something I'm desiring, and she can't get that to me. But I don't want to leave
Mm.
her. It's way bigger than just the cheating in that situation. He like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
he just try. He want to hold on, but he like, God damn, I'm deprived. I need this too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, now what we do? What do we do?
Yeah. Now listen. So okay,
Well, that's
with the
interesting.
with the stage with the
Yeah.
stage 4 breast cancer, she still mobile. She still could do some things. She may ain't got no energy and strength. So it's just like he could put now, like you say, it's a difference if he let's go worse. Something happened. He dealing with a paraplegic and they can't move. They can't like he got something that's way worse. That's dying. All I don't know, man. All that shit, like you say, it's different. But that's what they mean. Sickness and health and death do us part.
It's still a character flaw. Let me tell you why. Because he should have sat down and that's your wife, that's your partner. You should have expressed that. He could have.
Yeah.
They could have talked about this. You see what I'm saying? Also, my thing is, really don't know the situation because we don't know if he was a cheater before even the cancer came. He could have been like been doing this before, and it was easy for him, and he could have used that as a situation. He could have
What
said,
she was
"Well,
doing
baby, you
before they
have
came.
cancer now, and you can't do what you used to do. So now I'm doing this." He could be using it as an excuse, but could have been doing it before. You know, so I think we never know the real situation, but he could have been using that to make her feel bad, like, well, baby, you have cancer, and you're not the same woman in this, you know,
Was they on good
Yeah,
terms all together before the marriage? Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right?
yeah,
Everything good? Was
yeah.
he good? Was she
Now, can
good?
you imagine how she felt? She probably felt like, Dad,
Almost.
well,
Okay. I hear a lot of people saying he should have been honest with her. That is fucking stupid. And
why?
I know y'all don't think that's true, but watch this.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
How much of a piece of shit would he be to y'all if he walked up to that lady who got stage 4 breast cancer and said, "Hey, listen, I need a shot. So I'm gonna have to step out on you in the moment you the most vulnerable in your life ever." He would be worse of a piece of shit than just going out there and trying not to be caught if you
If he
really
said it like that, yes, Mike,
really
yes,
be.
he would be. But if
There
he
is
said,
no nice way
I
to
feel
say it.
neglected
There
or
is
whatever,
there is no nice way to say it when she is
It ain't
in
true.
that moment. And
It ain't no nice way
I
to say that
agree.
at all. It ain't.
It's a very hard situation.
so
It really is.
like he
But hold
really
on, look, the fact of the matter is, it's like let's scratch out the fact that she has cancer, right?
Mhm. That's a
The
whole thing.
conversation about
Nah, you ain't okay.
about the lack thereof of something in your relationship. 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody 9 times ain't nobody say nothing. Or there's been things being said the entire time and nobody says any, like nobody reacts to what's being said. The act, it's a lot of stuff that leads to most of this stuff. It don't just happen.
Oh shit,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? It don't just happen. So now we don't know how long she been, how long she been battling that. You don't know how long he been trying to, cope with the situation. But again, some people just don't have it in them. Even if it wasn't a wife, like what the hell was that? I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, cause imagine he ain't get no, like you saying. Imagine that man ain't had nothing. Man,
That's just
years,
the illness part
years.
made the whole thing touchy. It's just a touchy situation. Yeah, it's gonna be real difficult to go to her and say that. But do
But
you
let's
want
say
her to be honest with you, or just like either way
man,
is getting detrimental? It's
let's say
terrible.
let's say the tables turn. Let's say, because we all going on. He could have been cheating on. Let's say she was a piece of shit from the beginning, and then he
Hmm.
was sticking through it. And then she got this, and he stuck by her for these many years. Now he done stepped out. He wrong, but shit, is he wrong after all he done been through? And he
You
still
mean
to
you
keep
said
angry.
if she did it to him,
If she was a piece of shit when she was healthy,
she shouldn't be calling. She shouldn't be calling cheaters. She should be like, well, shit, I did it. You know.
yeah, how many people gonna call and say they did this in the beginning? It's always gonna be the other person.
He would have brought that up too. I'm sure he's like, well, shit, you did it 2 years ago, so I'm sure he would have brought it up.
Not necessarily. I'm not.
He
It's a
on,
lot.
can you imagine he on TV and everybody look? I'm sure he would have said his part.
It's a lot of men that won't make that woman look bad when they break up. They'll take the
Ooh,
blame.
but yeah,
It is. Some
these
of them
guys are
ain't.
petty now.
Hold on,
These guys can't
wait.
wait
Say
to be
that again.
out here.
Say that again.
It's a lot of women that won't. When women switch the blame, they won't. It's a lot of women that'll eat that because they don't want to dog they woman because they might want to get back with her and they still like in his situation he's
It's a
still
lot of
with her.
dudes that won't
Yeah,
switch up.
they won't say like for instance, oh no, she cheated on me or she did this. Like they'll eat the blame because they ain't gonna dog and put their girl business out there until they
What?
100 until they
Some of
100.
these guys out here in the street cussing these ladies out like, you whore bitch.
Man,
They will truly be like, you cheated on me first. I mean, some of these guys
let
go
me let
hard
me
too,
let me finish. Yeah, we I'm not saying that. I said some.
hmm hmm
It's some women that do a lot. It's like every time we say something about it's funny on this show with the female. Every time we speaking on the male shit, we could dive in and dog the dudes. When we speak on the females and they bad, it's crickets on this mug. We ain't gonna keep
Let's
doing that.
go. You got the
We ain't
right
gonna
one
I
up
keep
got
here
both
tonight.
we
parts.
Let's
ain't
go.
gonna keep
Both
we ain't
Say
gonna
parts.
what
keep
you
doing
want to
that.
say. Say what you
But
want to say. I'm
listen,
gonna give you some
but
real life response
let me
on
get
this
back
one. Let's go.
Look at in
let me get
society
back
though.
to it. Let me get back to it though. So like I'm saying, you do have the women, the dudes that because if I got a chance, I think I'm gonna get back with you and I want to make shit work. I'm not gonna air out what you did and put the dirty laundry out there. Most dudes not doing that until they done, and then by that time they done, they not walking away with it. Because I ain't gonna be on TV when she's saying you a dog, you ain't shit. I ain't gonna be like, oh, cause you fucked this person or you cheated and you did this. They not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If they still trying to work and get with you.
That ain't true.
It do happen. I'm not saying
That
every
ain't.
situation.
Okay, I'm about to say that ain't true though. Yeah, that ain't true at all. Like there's plenty of men that do that though. It's plenty of men
It's
that actually talk
That's
mad,
what I was
that do
trying
a
to
whole, that talk
tell.
real
Thank you, Jeff.
greasy.
Because I was trying to
Even
tell
if
you, Rob. I wasn't trying to go against.
even if it's subliminal, even if it's subliminal, dudes do that. Sometimes they do it more than women do, for real, bro. Like seriously, sometimes dudes do that way more than women do. So I can't agree with that, but I understand what you're saying though. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying because it is a cap on what you can say because you know a lot of the shit you're saying is because you just mad. You mad, you hurt, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you still have some type of feeling for an individual. So therefore, you don't want to say too much because the possibility of you wanting to go back is there. But you can't erase the fact that you're feeling fucked up and you want to excuse. Can I express like that? Like you feeling real messed
Yeah.
up, and you know what I'm
But see,
saying, and you
a
acting in the
man.
moment.
Yeah, but he gonna get at her in so many different ways than putting the dirty laundry out there.
Like I
Like,
like for instance, personally, I'm not one of those that like to say stuff because not even about wanting to get back. It's just accept the
like
loss. Just accept
for
the loss.
instance,
It is
for
what it is.
instance,
You
for
know you
instance
ain't
like
perfect
this.
in no situation.
For
You
instance
know what I'm
like
saying?
this, and I asked both of y'all this, so we gonna see. For instance like this, going with the custody and the man thing, when the
Mhm.
women dog, for the women gonna have the kids,
Move,
and they
man.
dog the man to the kids. Oh, your daddy ain't this and da 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 this, and they dog them, and a lot of that shit don't be true. A lot of those situations, do you see the men dog the women? They eat that shit, and they still just try to come around. But the women that keep dogging them. I was about to say, what the hell was you had me thinking my notebook failed. That joint was big, so I didn't know what that was. I lost my whole train of thought. I'm about to ready to squabble in
There
this.
are a lot of women who do that, unfortunately, and
But
I know
the
some
dad don't
people.
step up and say, "Oh, your mama ain't shit. She ain't gonna tell you she was just a weekend pussy, and you was never playing." You know what I mean? They ain't gonna dog the mama like that. They just eat that shit and go with it. The mama be bitter because other shit, but don't. I mean, it's always like Mike says, always exceptions to the rule. I'm just saying we can't always sit here and act like exactly it's lame for to do it all together. We all just can't
Right.
sit here and act like the whatever it was in the beginning. I was saying like me and whatever we was trying to make it seem one sided.
You were saying that like if she was doing something dirty and he wouldn't have aired her out on TV. That's what you were saying, right? You're saying most men would have
Hey
probably
Shad,
just
hey Shad,
they want to get back with her.
hey Shad, why we got why I'm on the women now? Y'all got me cranked up a little bit. Why we got to do that? Every time we doing something about the men and we prove a point about the women, it always got to oh some men do that too. Why it
No,
always
but
got
no,
to
let me
be?
tell you.
Why
I'm
it
gonna speak
always
for me.
got
I'm
to be
gonna
that?
speak for me.
Why we just can't deal with the women? Listen, we can put a
No,
post up and
I'm dealing
it
with
could
the
be this,
women.
that, and the third. But we can't if we talking about the women and this. Oh, men do this too, and men this, that,
Okay,
and the
I see
third.
what you're
We
saying.
talking
I
about
see what
women.
you're
We
saying,
ain't
right?
talking about men.
But
Let's get on the women right now. We've been
okay,
on the men the
gotcha.
whole 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's get on the women right now.
But what I was trying to say was because when you were saying this is why because you said men won't do that. I'm like, wait a minute. There's some men who will.
I say most situations men won't. But
But we
see
don't.
those
But
boys, those
I
honestly,
don't,
little
none of us
but I
really
don't
know
know
most
what
situations.
situations you be
We
hearing
don't
about.
know.
Like I be hearing a lot of the opposite, to be honest.
Me
Now, okay,
too.
so look, I personally don't feel like I personally, even when it comes to the custody thing, I feel like keep that stuff private and just deal with that jank by having a conversation with each other and make the best decision is for your kids. That's just my personal opinion, right? Now, for the
Mhm.
ones who are bitter and just trying to take money, like now this goes back to like social media, what people think, what they see on TV,
oh
how
my
people
bad,
think they can
Toya.
get
I
shit
ain't know you
stuff
had got
from
off.
people, their man, they trying to figure out how they can just get over and make the person be look the worst and have the least, you know what I'm saying? That's typically what it be about. So my thing is, my thing is that's all disrupting the kid for real. So I feel like it's crazy that even happens at all. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not necessary. You ain't hurting nobody but your kids. Y'all can go back and forth all damn day, but it ain't gonna do nothing but hurt your kids. Period. That's the only person hurt in that whole situation. It ain't nothing you can say about this dude that somebody else can't say about him that he gonna hear. It ain't nothing you can say about her that somebody else can't say about her that somebody's gonna hear. That part don't matter. It's the reaction to all of the foolishness.
I
It's the
just think when we
reaction.
I just think when we talking about dating, love, relationships, and whatever, we gotta hold each other accountable. Period. Men to hold men
Mhm.
accountable. This is my opinion, and y'all can say I'm wrong or whatever. When it comes to women holding women accountable, when we doing these type of things, it's a big difference to compared to when men holding men accountable on these shows. It almost slide to a men bashing show when we talking about holding each other accountable. We can never get nowhere if we don't hold each other accountable. If you can't hold the women accountable and we can't hold the men accountable, we can't never get to a common ground when we talking on these types of shows. And I
So
always
you feel like
feel
we are not
every
holding the
time
women accountable?
to a
You
lot of
don't think we
situations.
holding?
Nah, hell nah. To a lot of situations, I feel y'all brush over it or make
Why?
excuses. It do, cause it always go back to the men. How are we talking about the women at the time and what they doing? Like
Hold on, hold on, hold
the
on. Okay.
million dollar question
Mm-hmm.
is always you. Nah, go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
There's a lot of comments
I
jumping
want to
off.
hear the $1 question.
So
Mike got
whether whether women want to admit it or not, right? Women are always partial to women in this sense, right? Like, all right, if a man cheat on a woman, in a woman's eyes that ain't in that relationship, that man is weak. He should have it was a lot of things that he should have been done. He should have done better, right? If a woman cheat on a man in a woman's eyes,
man
it's
made her do it.
what did that man do to make her feel like she needed to
Yeah,
cheat?
that's that bullshit off the gate.
Like we starting with that premise right there. We
Yeah,
starting with that premise. When you understand it, like a lot of women, the only time women hold women accountable for real is when they don't like them.
yep. Yeah, I was just about to say it. When they got
Like
issues, when they got
like
issues with what they
completely accountable is when I don't like that bitch. Fuck her.
yeah,
So,
true.
Being
I'm sure that
being
is to a certain degree. I mean, some
just
women.
being completely honest. Because if women like each other, holding that other woman accountable might mean that y'all might not like each other no more. And a lot of
Mm.
women say to that, oh shit, I just came up with that. That's pretty fucking good. Right? That's pretty good. Men understand that men ain't gonna agree all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Hold
ex-
on.
we expect men to hold us accountable. Women want women to agree with them 100% of the time.
Boo. Not true. Not true.
Uh, yes, they do.
Not true, Mike.
Hold
Not
on,
true,
hold
Mike.
on,
Okay, it's just that
hold on,
most of the
hold
women that you
on,
come
stop,
across.
stop, stop.
Not
Hold
true,
on,
Mike. Not true.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Because you won't hear for 88 and 12. Please don't talk to me about the exception to the rule. I'm talking about women in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking in general. I'm not talking about. Of course, there are exceptions to the rule. I married one of them. Fuck, that's easy. I'm talking about women in general. If
We do.
if the way it worked, if you know a couple, right, and you know they've been together for a long time.
Just start with their friends.
Hold
Start
on,
with their friends.
hear me out. If you know a couple and you know they've been together for a long time, and then you hear they broke up, you gonna hear what he do. It's like people don't believe she could have done something for the relationship to end. It had to be him. If a man walk away from a relationship and a woman is trying to women, he gave up on her. If a woman walk away from a man and he trying to women, he want enough for her. That's just the reality to it. That's where we're starting at.
Hey
So
man, hey, as they say, that's the gospel. That man preaching from the book of menology.
so a lot of
And I
times.
think, and the good thing is, one thing I do respect. We all have an opinion, right? We all have an
No, no,
opinion.
no, no.
I I,
Hold on, hold on. Let
I
me
get what you're saying, though. I do. I
hold
definitely
on,
get
hold
that.
on,
I
hold on, let me
believe.
finish. How many? You know, way more dudes who don't hang around dudes for being deadbeat dads than you know women who don't hang around women whose kids live with her mama or
Or just ain't shit. Just ain't shit. Just say it like that. The men could be deadbeat, but you don't want to get them a name. They ain't shit. Deadbeat mamas, whatever. Don't sugarcoat it.
That
Keep
me,
it
I
right.
agree. That me
We
both.
gotta start. We gotta start there.
No.
We
Hear
gotta
what I'm
start
saying though.
there. Yeah.
Hear what I'm saying though. Like, I know dudes that's been friends 10, 15 years. Nigga find out this nigga don't take care of his kids. We can't be friends no more. I don't know a bunch of
Right.
women. I don't know a bunch of women like that.
But Mike, I know some men who be friends with men who don't take care of their kids. That's what I think it's. I
Yeah,
mean,
we know it's gonna be some. We saying that.
it,
What we saying is you gonna find way more men holding their boys accountable for doing what they're supposed to do. At least try and do what they're supposed to do compared to women on the other
I
end.
mean, I don't know a lot of guys. I don't know, but I would say this. Just for me with women, if I know a woman cheat as a cheater, I think she's a slut too. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, girl, what he do? No, there's some women who are real sluts out there. I had an ex friend, we're not friends anymore, but I had a friend who cheated on a guy for no reason, and I thought she was disgusting. And I told her about
Yeah,
herself. I said, why did you do that?
I'd be cool with a lot of females, and they use this dumb ass logic like this. You know, girl, you got to keep your ace in the hole. Don't put all your bags and eggs in one bag. All that dumb ass hoe ass shit when you in a relationship. Nah, that's stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship, why you thinking like that? Get the fuck out the relationship. Like we too
I
old for
agree.
that type of bullshit. What you mean? And if your friend on that type of whole mentality, then maybe you don't need to be friends or hang out with her when you're in a
Oh, yeah,
relationship.
well, we're not friends. Me and her not friends anymore. That was years ago.
No,
But I'm
I'm
just
just talking
saying.
about in general. Let's be
Oh
real.
yeah,
How
yeah.
many
That's
of your
disgusting.
friends? How many of you know? Now we ain't saying. Let's be real now. How many of you when you was
Mhm.
going through some shit with your relationship, your friend was like, "Fuck him, you need to go on and mess with some, or go on and talk to Johnny, or go on and do this anyway."
I've never had a friend who
They
said that.
push you to do some old dumb. They try to encourage you. Whether it's your mama, sister, cousin, friend, somebody. Let's be real now. I mean,
I'm not being real. I'm being honest with you. I just don't hang with people like that. First of all, all my friends are
have you ever
married.
had that happen before, Jess?
Of course
Have
that,
you ever
yeah,
had?
of course that's happened. But then,
You know what I'm saying?
but then you, but like, see, then this one of the moments where you be like, yeah, y'all dudes be terrible with how y'all talk with each other. Like, I don't give a damn what you saying about yeah, we hold our brothers accountable for this, that, and the third. Man, listen, that don't happen as much as you think either. Like, let's just be for real. Let's like for real. I mean, I can,
There's
and
more fathers out here.
listen, y'all know for sure that is not how it go for real. That's how you
No,
elected to go because you have some morals, maybe, but that is not how that shit go.
I just
I
want to
don't
say,
even.
Come
I
on,
don't
y'all
bro.
even.
two
Like,
are
y'all know
different.
that ain't how that go.
Now I'm
Y'all
gonna be
That just
different.
sounds beautiful, though. It does. It sounds beautiful. And yes, there are people who hold their friends accountable. I can say I have held my friends accountable. I can say my friends may have even held me accountable for certain things. And those are them hard conversations. That's why I only got two real tight friends. That's it. That's why I only got them two, because it's like, you got to really have people that value who you are and want you to be the best person you can be. And they going to always check you on what you're doing. Now, at the end of the
Mhm.
day, when you make your final decision on what you're doing, it's not their fault that you made that decision.
Yeah, it ain't their fault for
You know what
making
I'm
the
saying?
decision
It
to
ain't
leave
their
you alone.
fault. That's on you. That's
Mike
on
and
you. It
Rob,
don't
let
matter
me
what
say
they
something.
say. You gotta have morals, and you gotta know how you gonna deal with whatever decision you make. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
Rob, Mike, let me tell you guys something. Y'all are different kind of guys. Like, I look at y'all are completely stand up guys. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe you'll be out there cursing a lady out or this and that. Or, y'all not that kind of guys. So when y'all say things like, he's not
You
going to curse
must
her
don't
out
know
on
them
TV.
niggas. No, I'm
You
just
wouldn't
playing.
curse him out on TV. They're good
what you
guys.
say? What
But
you say,
these dumb
Toy?
niggas out here, I'm just saying something. It's some real YNs out here who will cuss a lady out on TV, online, on social media, put her pictures up on everything. So this is what I'm trying to say. You guys are different. Y'all cut from a different cloth, okay? So I think when y'all speaking almost of maybe some of the guys in your circle or guys how you are. So you'll say most men hold guys accountable. Or if that's the case, there'll be more fathers out here. They'll be like, man, you haven't seen Pookie in 10 years. They'll be like, well, I'll let him do his thing. I'm not in his business. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. So you guys are different. What we're seeing, some shit out here, okay? They're not holding their friends accountable. They're
Man,
cussing ladies out. She's all kinds of bees and whores on social media and everything.
Nah,
So it's different. So it's not
nah,
that I'm trying to
I
bash the
think it
guy
just.
or go against the guys. You guys are different. I
I
don't
think
see
it
you
just.
guys.
I
Guys
think it
like
just
y'all,
go
I
both.
don't see y'all.
I think it just go both ways, cause
ooh,
like you say,
Yeah.
as of right now, and I ain't gonna call no names, cause I got love for all of them. But we are all see us four over here on this little side right here. Us four over here know each other, And I can name about 4, 5 women that we all know that everything you just said apply to them. Don't got their kids, never seen their kids, ain't raised their kids, ain't do a whole lot of shit. So, but
All
we
my
ain't.
friends are married, good
But
moms.
listen, but listen.
Beta, yep.
But hold on,
Mm-hmm.
here it is. When we don't talk about them, we ain't
Yeah.
gonna talk about them. It's always about the dudes. You know what I'm
when it
saying?
comes
He's a
to
good dude too. I'm like, he's a good man.
certain topics, I think that there should be an accountability piece, especially when it comes to children, whether it's on the father side or the mother side. You know what I'm saying? I think that there is a piece, certain things, whatever. But when it comes to children and stuff like that, I think as a man, you should hold your homeboy accountable. Or as a female, you should say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let that man see his child. Whether he got a new girlfriend or not, they ain't got shit to do with you. Like I think that should be something that we as female friends should tell our homegirls, or
That's
vice
right.
versa.
That's
I
right.
For
just
sure.
there is
I
an
would.
accountability piece when it comes to certain things. I feel like
I
I don't know
agree.
any women like that, but if I did know someone like that, I would definitely address the situation. I'd be like, we are too old. This is a man who's trying to be a father, and you looking ignorant out here that you're trying to keep him from his child. That makes no sense. What are you gaining out of it? Because you're upset because he has a new lady, or you're upset because he doesn't want you? So what? Let
I
him see
tell
his
any of my
kid.
friends, look at my situation. Me and my son, his dad has another has 3 more kids with another female, and we are the best of friends. I take her kids out. She take my son out. Like because at the end of the day, it's not about us. It's about the children.
It's about the kids. For
So
sure.
I do think, and you know what? As a community, we should hold each other accountable more. You know what I'm saying? Like I think what Jess was saying, we don't see that with some of these guys. Like I said, I see guys who be like, yeah, that's none of my business. He doesn't see his daughter. You know, I think that's not cool. You know, I said something one time. He went off, so I never said it again. They got to be like, man, you can't hang with me anymore. You don't see your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Or this or that or that. It's only a few people. My brother, one of my father other kids doesn't take care of his kids. And I guess they tried to have the guys like my brothers, well, my father, other sons tried. They have a group thing. My brother said, "If you don't take care of your kids, because our father was never in our life," he said, "Get him off the group thing." He said, "I don't hang with guys who don't take care of their kids." It's only a few people like that. You see what I'm saying? Where the other guy was like, "Man, that's none of my business. He don't take care of his kids. That's his business." You see what I'm saying? We don't always hold each other accountable. So it'd be good if we did. You know, but unfortunately we don't. Now I don't, like I said, if I knew a female like that, I would definitely address it. I wouldn't even want to hang with somebody like that. I don't even know any people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all listen.
No
So
one
y'all,
like that.
y'all, y'all, y'all that's up here. Okay, maybe insight on what I see from some of the women. So I'm gonna take that in because I see every woman saying that that's on here, and like one in the comments, Whitley saying, "I'm a big advocate when it comes to my friend and their kids with their dads, especially since my kid lost their dad. I be envious of that shit." So I'm gonna go. Maybe y'all do be on the women about it. I guess you know what I'm saying. So that's a step towards accountability.
It's the
It's
mentality,
just
Rob. It's the mentality of the woman. It's being grown, being mature. Cause you do have some childish females. They be like, fuck that bitch, fuck that nigga, he ain't gotta see his kids. Especially
mhm.
when there's another woman involved. It's just the mentality of the women that, you know what I'm saying, you choose to have around yourself.
And then I hate
I don't want to be around a woman that's always on rowdy time.
and then
so
I would not.
the compound the situation. I just really hate when they talk bad about the other parent in front of the kids. That's the worst shit. I hate that
Disgusting.
shit.
Yeah.
I really that shit burns me up. Like
That's
we,
really toxic
I
stuff.
could
That
be, I
probably.
could be. Listen, yeah, I could meet you and we could be cool, dating, dealing, ready to deal. And you start that type of shit. That's one thing that's gonna make me fall back. Like,
no, but that's one of the things that when I told you, like, once I think I'm interested in somebody, I start paying attention to them. Like if I'm on your social media, I'm gonna peek at your page about every 2 3 days just to see if it was some bullshit. Is you talking crazy about your baby daddy? Is you know what I mean? Like is it some wild goofy shit going on? And man, I'm gonna go on
it
my business
is shy.
because I know you not my type of human. You know what I mean? Um, And when it comes to the accountability, right? Like you can't make a person do nothing as an adult. Like as another adult person, you can't make them do nothing.
Mm-mm.
But you can hold them accountable by your actions, right?
We appreciate you joining the show and being active, William. I seen you in the comments, William. Oh,
Well,
I
yeah, that's
see.
my friend. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
that's
yes,
Uh,
our
yes,
beta friend too. Yeah, he's a
yes.
good dad.
like
That's my friend. This is my circle. These are good people. I wouldn't hang with somebody who don't, who's not taking care of their responsibilities. That's not even in my circle. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like I
listen,
wouldn't like if I met a girl who was like, using her baby or whatever. I don't even hang with girls who use men and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just
and
not. It's not
you forgot
something.
to let me remind us too. We have an episode we're working on with some therapists to come on and talk, and I
I
forgot to
know
mention
some.
that. Yeah, I know. I forgot to mention that in the middle of the show when everybody was on. Like we've been on here a long time, so we still got some good numbers on, but people drop throughout the day. But
Everybody it's
just
Tuesday.
want to
Everybody
say,
sleep.
yeah,
now
3 hours.
listen, yeah, it's still people on it. Not only are they just on, they active like shit. The comments been rolling
Uh,
non-stop.
but when it comes to accountability, man, like your actions can hold a person accountable. Like I said, like a lot of my real close friends were single dads or full time active fathers, and people who were around us who weren't active fathers ain't around us no more. It's literally that simple. Like
But I just hate that we act like it ain't a lot of good dads out here.
no,
Like
no,
we just always speak on
it
the
was
deadbeats, the deadbeats, the
Because
deadbeats.
that's all y'all see. Y'all, that's your circle. You just said that's your circle, right?
No, 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 no. Not my circle.
Oh,
because I was getting it. I was getting
I,
it. One
I
of
can
the
honestly say now. I can say this. Everybody here know my circle. I can honestly say in my circle, I have zero deadbeats in my circle.
we ain't
see,
allowed to.
that's what I'm saying. That's good.
No.
Y'all got a good circle.
But see, here's the thing. It's a lot of good circles out there. We just don't.
Hmm.
We just don't be looking for them because we call them squares. That's crazy. I just came up with that too. That was pretty fucking good. Like the, the like
Man, stupid.
the dude
It's crazy, child.
the dude
For
that
real.
ain't the most popular, the dude who don't move like everybody else. In our community, we look past him. He got to become a success story before anybody pay attention to him. Don't nobody want to ride with him on his way up. Like once he become a success story, then people want to ride with him. People want on both sides. People want the what can you do for me right now? People, we don't come from somewhere where people see the future a lot.
Shy, that's a girly trait, man. We stay. Well, I ain't got no kids, but
People,
that's a
Yeah.
girly
people,
trait.
Hey, hey,
Stay
hey.
active.
Yeah,
We
yeah. Okay.
stay in no kids' lives. We what you about to you better not. We stay active with no kids.
Eh,
We on it
no,
like
no.
nah.
The girlies, good guys. Good guys. Good
look,
guys. Definitely
I
good
ain't
guys.
got no kids.
I seen
You got
Jessica and
somebody
me.
come up and say
I
something
seen
about
Jessica and me at
kids.
Family Dollar yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Walking in the door, I dap him up. I say, "What up, yo? You know who I am?" He say, "I think so."
Man, that's the funniest, coolest guy in America, man.
Yeah, fly guy, fly guy.
I
Yeah.
swear, man. Listen, I say that all the time. We said it when they was younger, and the older they get, I mean, they had us all. Her and D, they had me, D, and Junior all over again, man.
No, that's facts. I said that from the beginning.
Like all the way around. Like it's crazy, even to like, Darius got all Junior favorite foods, habits, all that meat.
That's crazy. I feel for
Like
that kid.
he still do. Like it's crazy because I was looking at different things he was doing. We was doing some of the same things. Like Meat make shirts and do all that stuff too. Like a lot of stuff I was doing. Like we got the same. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's because you got on my nerves. I don't even know how that happened, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Got on
Yeah.
my nerves.
Listen, I
Yeah.
tried to convince them for the longest when she was pregnant to name him Rob. I told them
And
name
that
him.
was a hell no. No.
I was like, man, I'm not this. I said, I just see it. I ain't gonna have no kids, man. It is what it is.
I had asked a question earlier. Did y'all see that? It said something about they said should a first date be or I think they said something a first date should be in a group first date. Do y'all agree with that? Like a first date should be in a group, like a group
No,
setting?
No,
no, I don't even
no,
like.
cause I want to get to know you. I ain't trying to get to know everybody else in that group.
So one of the mistakes I think people make in relationships. This about the. I'm just
It's
keeping.
involving other people. Is that
God
what you about to say?
listen. I don't. I don't care if your mama don't like me. I
Eh,
don't, I really don't care.
Right.
I
You don't
don't
supposed to care about none of that.
care about how me and you interact. All them other motherfuckers will come around if they meant to come around. If they don't, fuck them. This ain't a
listen,
relationship with me and them. Like
Hey,
parents and
valid point.
siblings,
I'm talking about
parents,
friends,
listen,
cousins, grandparents,
parents and
workers.
siblings,
I don't give a fuck
parents and
about none of
siblings,
them people.
parents and siblings have probably ruined a lot of relationships
What the
indirectly without doing it.
destroy?
From yeah,
That's a fact.
from
It
all
can
the
be one.
What?
from all the bad shit. Because a lot of them be jealous if you in a good situation and they ain't.
Listen,
We gonna start with there, and
listen.
then a lot of people don't know how to set boundaries with their siblings and their
That
parents
part.
when
You
they
gotta have
relationship. You
boundaries.
gotta have fucking boundaries for
You gotta
everybody
have
because it's
boundaries.
you and that person. And so many people make that mistake, man. You gotta set boundaries, whether it's a dad and their son, or mom and their daughter, or whether you do whatever. You gotta set your boundaries, man.
And a lot of them people unhappy and don't want to see you happy.
Hey yo, you a fool. She say, I'ma fuck around. I'ma fuck around like somebody else from the group more. Don't dangle the bait in front of me.
That sure can happen. Right, right,
Ain't like,
right.
because you ain't even get started yet. This the first date. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
just,
bump you right
You
in
like,
the side.
I just met
I
all.
don't know. You know, Lloyd. See, this one look better over here.
Ain't
No.
like,
I
excuse
just
me, let
met
me skip
all
right
y'all
past my
today.
life.
Goddamn it.
Don't if you love someone you want them.
Oh, he said that's if you meet people online. He said, I guess if you met somebody online, he said do like a group thing.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that. Just be out in public in a safe environment.
Right.
Where, you know what I'm saying?
Meet at Barnes and Noble somewhere.
Yeah, that's cool. You definitely got to be somewhere. See, you might want to meet in the airport somewhere with another detective.
And,
Somehow.
and your single ass friends gonna tell you some bad shit about me anyway. Cause I'm badly trying to impress you. So you know I ain't got time to be trying to impress them.
Yeah.
Hell no, the Mike V you meet today is the Mike V you get, goddamn it, 99 years from now. I don't do no impressing and shit. That was in my 20s, man. I'm almost 50 years old. Shitting me.
Mm.
Yeah. It's definitely we're gonna get to wrap this thing up. It's definitely, you know.
3 hours.
So everybody talking about this dating. We are gonna have once again July the 25th. We having our listening to pleasure mega ball cookout at Gosman Park, 12 to 6 Southampton. We hoping to kick off our speed dating episode. We'll have a sheet and a list coming out where we're gonna take a certain amount of females, a certain amount of males, and we will have a speed dating thing going on. Yeah, listen, it's
That was
shocking.
good.
No, listen, you'll be shocked at some of the people that we know that claim they gonna jump in it. I'm
Really?
waiting. I'm waiting to see.
Goddamn
So
it, Steve, baby.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
so I'm trying to get all that locked in. We listen, man, we've been working hard on this website thing. We about ready to launch it. We was gonna launch it 2 days ago. It had two games up there we could play amongst each other, but somehow they started dragging, and so we had to take those off and redo some things. And then we ran across something we had to cover our CYA against disabled people and a couple other things to make sure it was on the website. So we went back and just crossing all our T's, dotting our I's. Website gonna jump off so y'all can stay in touch with us. Y'all been asking, so we definitely gonna drop that. Book club, cookout. Those are two main things we got coming up, and we want everybody to be a part of it. So if you got any ideas or whatever you want to be a part of this book club, we're gonna crank that up very, very, very soon. Um, any more closing remarks, man? Let's let y'all go ahead and get some closing remarks in before we get it going. And remember, man,
Bless
Bless you.
Love is a verb, man. You know what I mean? So,
Bless
bless
you.
God.
That was a good closing remark. Knees on
yeah.
the truth. Knees
All
on the
right.
truth.
We gotta have that. Learn how to love your person. Don't
Mm,
don't
right.
don't assume this is what they want. Learn how to love them. We all come from different backgrounds, demographics, and different feelings and emotions. Figure it out. Communication is the key, man. As long as you communicate and you open and honest, everything should work itself out if y'all for each other.
Facts.
Mm,
If things change, let that person know. Shit. Sometimes people outgrow
mm,
each other, man. Communication. It's all on communication. Hey, I
Yeah.
don't like this. It seems like you complacent, or you ain't this and da da da. Maybe that person gotta step it up, or they.
have
I
check-in. I think have regular check-ins with each other. You know, check-ins. Some people say checks and balances, whatever. But have a check-in with each other. Where we at?
In
If
my
y'all
last
like,
in my last relationship, we did a whole lot of man. Sometimes when you lay down before you go to sleep, you have a whole lot of open, honest conversations, and you get a lot of time to smoke and think on that thing in your sleep that next day or whatever. And you got something to revisit and come to the drawing board with. But like you say, everybody did relationship different, man. So go ahead and let y'all get it in, man. I know I keep talking. You on the, you got a mic, yo first. Go ahead.
uh, first appreciate y'all for being here. Uh, everybody who showed up, popped in, showed their face. Everybody commenting, man, it was jumping in here tonight. 3 hours strong. Um, if anything, man, I would say about this episode that you can take from it is take your time, man. Finding your person is a marathon. It ain't a sprint. So many people, so many people spend so much time loving they missed the wrong that Mr. Right walked past you 17 times.
Mm,
Um, take your time, man. If you really looking to find your person, it ain't a rush. Build a foundation. Um, foundation that you can always fall back on when things get rough. None of this stuff is easy and it don't come with a book. And then do what worked for you. Like for all the advice we gave, for all the talking we did today, man, can't none of us tell you what's gonna work for you. Only you and your human know that.
Anybody else got something they want to say? Toy, you got something you want to say to closing remarks? She might have went to church on this. Nah, sleep. Vaughn, you got something you want to say? Cuz I appreciate
yeah,
you coming
one is
back. Oh my bad, Toy. I appreciate you jumping back on. I appreciate you, Jess, Vaughn, Los, Junior. I don't think I missed nobody else or whoever else jumped on today. We appreciate y'all. We had several other guests, but we had issues that happened. But go ahead, my bad. Vaughn's on you.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say thank you guys for having me on. This was really fun. This is so much fun. You guys are doing big things. I'm so proud of you both.
Thank you.
And I know my Rob, I just started speaking with you, but proud of you guys, and nice meeting you, Jess and
Nice meeting you
Latoya.
too.
And if I had to say anything, because I'm still looking for someone. Well, I'm not gonna say still looking because I kind of gave up on dating. I'm just chilling with myself. I'm fine with my dog and
Mm-hmm.
I. But what I would say is one thing in a relationship to me, I would do is definitely have a lot of check-ins with each other, see where we at, and see if we're still happy with this, if we want to continue this, versus just keep holding on to something that we should have been let go, both of us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I would do. Definitely um, have more sit downs about where's this going. Because I asked a couple of guys before, like, you see this going anywhere, and they'll say things and didn't align with mine, but I still dealt with it. This was back then. So this time, follow your intuition, definitely. And that's it. But thank you guys.
No problem. Uh, you ain't nothing to say? You don't want to say nothing, Jess?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. I would say be true to who you are. If you out there looking for something, looking for love or whatever, or just like open to love, like present yourself as yourself. on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Present yourself as yourself. Allow a person to make a decision on what they're willing to deal with, what they're not willing to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And just and outside of that, just like I see listening pleasure posts, love yourself. Just love yourself. Love yourself. Don't go looking. Allow it to come to you, and it'll be more authentic that way.
See you back on. You had something you want to say?
No, I my earpods had went dead, so I had to I couldn't get back on, so I had to log off. But
Oh,
just like I said before, just don't look for love. Just let it come to you, and then while you're waiting for it to come to you, just focus on yourself. Clear your mental. Find you a hobby. Find you something spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So when that person does come, you'll be ready mentally, physically, and emotionally.
I agree. Oh man. So I don't know. I guess everybody ain't nobody said no closing nothing else to say in the comments. All right, y'all. You know that's gonna do it for the night. We talked about dating, relationships, love, trust, everything in between, the good, the bad, the ugly. Um, so remember, like, love ain't perfect. People ain't perfect. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna be with somebody, you deserve somebody that's gonna show up and be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, don't settle. A lot of people always use the word they
Mhm.
settling and they
Yeah.
whatever. Don't settle. Know your worth. And like I said, love yourself, man. You gotta start there. Love yourself and allow things to work out for you how they do. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for everybody that called in. Super shout out to y'all that's been rolling in the comments. You've been
Yeah.
rolling, you've been rolling, you've been rolling. And rocked out with us tonight. Y'all made it very special because y'all really been rolling.
I want to say sorry, forgot. Shout out to my friends who they all showed up. Majority showed up. So I want to say shout out to my friends, all of y'all.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
yeah. I can't remember a lot of the names, but they definitely was in here. We appreciate it. I'm your host Rob G. This is Mike V, my co-host, and all my guests. We really appreciate y'all. And as I always say every night, may the wind always be at your back and the sun always upon your face. And may the winds of destiny carry you aloft to dance with the stars. Until next time, keep listening with pleasure. And we'll see you on the next one. And we're going to rock out with the same music we rocked in with earlier. And I'm going to click on everybody's screen so they can wave out one at a time. And we out of here.
Ciao.
Darling,
Bye, everybody. Thank you, friends, for coming through. Thank you.
Two fingers. Peace out.
someone that you don't need twice.
Y'all know we respect you. Keep coming back. We'll rock out next time. Always.
From the bus to a Bentley coupe with a closet.